Stand by. The BRN goes worldwide at 6 a.m. Eastern.
Attention, BRN affiliates. Showtime in 90 seconds. Showtime in 60 seconds. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Did you see that article? By the way, my name is Bubba. I'm originally from Warsaw, Indiana. Have you ever heard of Warsaw, Indiana?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. And
you talking about the baby being born here?
Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah, you've been catching a lot of calls about that, buddy.
Yeah, we have. So have a good day. I've got to get back to work.
Well, hold on. I was just trying to be your friend. I was just like, are you getting? Is the phone just ringing off the hook over the deal?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is ringing over
every rate.
I really got to go. Have a good day in Florida.
Okay, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Wow. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Welcome. Oh man, I seem way hot. Maybe it's just my headphones. I wasn't the last person behind this board. Lummy was.
No, I wasn't there.
You didn't do a Friday show?
No, we had a lot of things to do in the back.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
We had a lot of things to do in the back.
Yes, sir.
Makes it sound like we're in a real important place. We had a lot of things to do in the back.
Getting ready for Barb.
Monday, January 6th, and 2025, and 26 years ago today. Was the Greek Epiphany. You know, Dan, it's a wonder that Jimmy Clevis didn't beat my ass for this, because, he's big-time Greek.
I know.
Big-time Greek Orthodox as well, and...
You're still hated there.
Oh, my God, am I hated there. Remember, they hate me so much that when I tried to do my Planet Bubba Clearwater, which happened to be just next door, across the street from a Greek church, they tried to shut me down.
Yep.
Now, there'd been 100 other clubs that had been at that location prior to mine, but they never participated. They never really raised any hell. But boy, they were up in arms and had city council member meetings and the whole nine yards trying to close me down.
Yankee Jib, $10.
So anyway, there's this thing, and I think if you're Greek, it's like a big time. It's
really huge. They think Epiphany is more important than Christmas.
Yeah,
it's when the wise men showed up.
This is their Christmas. This is their their Hanukkah. Every religion has their real big day.
Hanukkah's not important, but I got what you're saying, Bubba.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Really?
What is Seder more important?
There's like Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, Passover. Hanukkah is really the least important holiday.
Do
but
they just throw Hanukkah in there so that the poor little Jew kids can like have something Christmassy, so that the other kids that are celebrating Christmas, the poor little Jew kids don't feel left out, so they just throw in a Hanukkah deal?
I don't know if they were really caring about being sympathetic to the Jew kids, as you were saying, Bubba. But Hanukkah does have a nice story as far as the oil lasting for 8 nights, and then you give a kid a present for 8 nights. It's around Christmas. It all works out. So
yeah, I'm just saying, like, it might have been literally maybe during September, but maybe they move it to December because, man, all the Christian kids are really having a good time here, and ours are not.
That's a strong possibility, Bubba. I'm going to do more research after the show today.
Bubba, I did I came across something that was kind of disturbing, and that was that our modern American Christmas is really a byproduct of Coca-Cola and their advertising. That's why it's red and white, and they kind of manufactured the whole Santa Claus Christmas gift, the whole festival. No, like in the early 1900s. And it wasn't a huge deal. Christmas wasn't a big deal like it is now. It wasn't a commercialized deal until Coca-Cola got a hold of it.
So Coke and Santa?
Now, do you know for a fact this is true? Like, was it a documentary that you saw, or did you read up on it, or is it?
It was like a 20-minute. It was like a 20-minute little mini documentary about it. Yeah.
Since when do you question what Dan says? I mean, this sounds like the truth, and I think it's a problem.
The reason why
shut it down.
I don't question what Dan says. I want to know what Dan's source is, because he's got
God.
He's a source of great information.
God told me. Burning bush.
Unlike me, which I can just stumble upon things. Dan actually went 4 years to undergrad, and then I don't know how many umpteen years.
Talking about Santa Claus.
Now, hold on. I don't know how many. He is far more educated than I am. He actually graduated from Duke as his undergrad. Then I don't know. He went to medical school for like 10 years.
LSU and Duke?
No, he went to Florida for
medical school.
Medical school.
Oh, sorry.
And did Duke, Florida, and then did LSU for general surgery.
Yeah, see all that. We could have learned a Coca-Cola chemic at LSU undergrad. I mean, hell, I don't know.
A Christmas class.
I barely. I went to
radiology, Christmas.
I was Warsaw Community School's finest for 12 years, barely, and then a half, maybe a year at Indiana State, of which I, didn't even go to class. I'm like, man, hold on. So you can not go to class? Like, you don't have to go? And they're like, no, you don't got to go. You just got to, here's the days for the exams that you got to have. These are the only days you really got to be here. Like, this is the best ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like in 1931, Coca-Cola's advertisement made Santa Claus the way he is today.
Really? So literally Christmas is less than 100 years old.
Well, I mean, it's 2,000 years old, but it's, the way we celebrate it's less than 100 years old.
It looks like the way they
the bastardization of it, or the commercialization.
Oh, it's the worst now, man. It is so bad. And it costs, families so much money because you got to get your kid every damn thing, and you got to buy for everybody, and it's just ridiculous.
But did you have a nice Christmas?
Oh, I did, but it's almost too late for us to talk all about it now, man. There's been so much that has transpired.
We haven't talked about, we don't know Bubba, we didn't talk about anybody's Christmas or anything last.
I know, we'll get to it momentarily. Macho Man just sent me a little message board. Rome moved 3 to 6 on 820, so we replay noon to 3. Mach, is that new, or is that?
Oh, Rome did change. Yeah.
He got some big money with Westwood One, so he moved to time slot.
So we're now noon to 3 on AM 820.
Yes, Monday through Friday.
So who is 10 to noon?
Some Fox Sports, the Cup of Joe show.
The Cup of Joe show.
Was that Brady Quinn and LeVar Arrington?
Yeah.
Then back to us.
2 pros and a Cup of Joe.
Yeah. Then back to us. And then over to Jim Rome. So anyway, 26 years ago, there's this thing. We were talking about Christmas being, as far as a Christianly thing, obviously Hanukkah, the Jewish the holiday. Well, the Greek Epiphany is the really, really big thing in the Greek Orthodox religion. Well, they say next to Greece, one of the largest contingencies of Greek people in our country are located in the Tarpon Springs area. Like, for some reason, they all gravitated there.
Sponges.
And so they have a very huge ordeal every January 6th.
But you're saying like the most, like outside of Greece, the most amount of Greek people in the world live in Tarpon?
I think per capita.
Really?
It's 1 in 3.
Yeah.
One in 3 people there are Greek.
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a big deal.
A lot of mustaches.
It's kind of like Kansas City, where 1 in 3 are white trash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just saying.
Check the numbers, Bubba. It's getting a little bit higher than that.
Yeah, they might be 1.2.5 now. So anyway, like I'm just saying, man, Greeks. Tarpon Springs, Florida, and Greek people go hand in hand. Jimmy Cleave is a good friend of mine. He's Greek. Well, they have this thing called the Epiphany. And what they do is there's this thing called the Spring Bayou, and it's this little inner inlet off of the ocean, and it's kind of like it's kind
canal,
of
like on someone's back of someone's house.
Yeah.
Like it's like almost like a canal. It is. It's a canal, and they got this wooden stage that's kind of built at the very end of the canal.
They're showing it on TV up there, Bubba, on ABC. If you can see from there, from where you're sitting, from years past of the Epiphany.
Oh no, I can't.
On the left side, yeah.
I
They're
can't
carrying the kid and everything.
Oh,
wow.
yeah, they always
It's a
do. They
big-
carry
it's a-
him.
It's a big deal. So,
Big deal.
what they do
Maybe
is
a blessed owner of a Greek restaurant.
They get the priest out there on the wooden dock, and he has this cross, and this Greek Orthodox cross, and then about 50 yards out past where the priest is they have these boats, these little rowboats,
Yes.
that are all chained together.
It's like a circle.
In a semicircle, and this Greek Orthodox priest chucks this cross into the water, and about 50 of these kids jump off these boats
In white shorts and white underwear
It's
and white shirts.
the only thing that's more white is a P Diddy party.
I'm
I'm just
surprised you
saying
didn't
it.
go.
So it's kind of like
It's not a wet T-shirt contest,
Well,
right? I mean, it's.
I mean,
Hold on, they're
it
wearing
is.
boxers, Seth. It's a little.
I mean,
odd.
isn't white the color of Christ? I mean, there's got to be a reason.
It's
a pure color.
It's also the color of P. Diddy's parties. So, I mean, just saying. Listen, all the boys are going to be jumping in the bayou to grab that cross, have white athletic shorts on and white T-shirts, okay? So anyway, 26 years ago, I'm with Guido and Whitey Pippin, and I think it might have been Kauta, and we were thinking about, hey, how can we, because all the news stations are there. There's television stations from Greece there, like New York Times is there. It's a big deal.
Yep.
And so I'm like, hey, if we make we got a picture of one of the crosses and we superimposed it, and we had this carpenter friend of ours that made us 22 of these crosses that are identical to the ones that the preacher throws into the water. I said, if we go and make 20, 25 of these things that are identical, and we get fish lures to hold them, we throw them in there, and we take. Lummy, did you send this to me? Is this
This is like what like the news story about it.
Well, I have the news story.
I meant about just the Epiphany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
He's trying to backfill you up, Willie.
Let me see where the hell is that going.
You're a hell of a producer, Lummy.
Thank you, Lummy.
Yeah, thanks, Seth.
Executive
All right.
producer.
So anyway, we make these 22 crosses, and we put fishing weight lures on the bottom so they'll sink to the bottom, and then we actually with black paint put Bubba right down the on the cross. It says Bubba on it, and my idea was they'd all jump in, and see, the way it works now is the one kid, they all jump in and they all fight for this cross, and the one kid comes out of the water with the cross in his hand, and now he's the blessed one.
Yeah.
He's the one that they think he's the guy. He's
Right.
blessed, and they carry him out of the water and they carry him to the church, and it's like a big deal. Well, I was like, what if they threw the cross in, and all the dudes are in there scrambling around, and they're all just looking for crosses, and 15 of them come up with Bubba crosses. It would be the coolest thing ever. And we almost pulled it off. Lummy, here's a news story about the event in itself.
Yeah, it's from this morning.
Oh, it's from this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We'll probably end up getting a pre-roll. Of course. Oh, skip ad. Okay, skip ad.
Happening today, it's an event rooted in faith, culture, and tradition, the annual Epiphany celebration happening in Tarpon Springs.
And we just heard from him, but our very own Jameson Euler is out there this morning. And Jameson, this is a long-running tradition. I know you've covered it many times. And for the Tampa Bay area, it draws quite a crowd, even a lot of national attention as well.
Absolutely, Caitlin and Sarah. The throwing of the cross here in Spring Bayou dates back more than 100 years here in Tarpon Springs.
But 26 years ago, Bubba the Love Sponge, fat ass, tried to ruin it all.
And this morning, 10 Tampa Bay's Jenny Dean goes beyond the headline to learn about...
Well, because of me, I will tell you this, Lummy. They have cops that patrol it all night.
Yeah, scuba divers.
And then they scuba dive it right before the event.
Yep. The importance of Epiphany, as well as the throwing of the cross for the Greek Orthodox Church.
So this will give you a better understanding of the format of Before I Tell You What We Did.
In years past, as many as 20,000 people have gathered in Tarpon Springs to celebrate Epiphany.
And Lummy, I wonder why I'm hated in this community.
For Christians, especially Greek Orthodox Christians, Epiphany is a very important day that marks Jesus' baptism by John the Baptist. Since Tarpon Springs has more Greeks per capita than any other American city.
There you go, Seth. There you go, Seth. There we go.
I thought
It's no
Epiphany
wonder-
marked the 12th day of Christmas when the wise men found Jesus.
No, it's when John baptized Jesus.
They go all out. Their Epiphany festivities date back to 1906. The day begins with a special mass at the St. Nicholas Cathedral, followed by a procession down to Spring Bayou for the cross dive. That's seen as a rite of passage for young men in the town. Boats are tied in a semicircle.
There you
It's
go.
an event rooted in
damn
faith,
it.
culture, and
Gosh,
tradition.
dang
That
it.
marks Jesus' baptism per
here.
cap back to 19.
Enough
down
of the
to
boys,
Spring
get back to
Bayou,
the
young
babes.
men in the town.
There you go.
Boats are tied.
So here, so the preacher stands at the very end of this gimmick right here,
Yep.
and you can see all the boats are tied in a semicircle, and the preacher tries to with the 80-year-old gumption that he has to throw it, somewhere in the middle. They all jump off the boats and make a mad dash. Well, we had 22 Bubba crosses right in this area. And we even knew how deep it was. It's about 7 foot deep. And
That's it?
That's it. It's not that deep. It's 7.
Really?
Yeah, 7 foot. We went out.
I thought it was like 20 feet deep.
No, it's 7 to 9 foot deep, based on tide. Based on tide. But we spent a month. Because, we just couldn't one day just go out there and start taking measurements and stuff. So we spent a month out there, getting the particulars. So we made our crosses with 5 foot lures so that they would be just 2 foot under the water where you couldn't see them, but they'd be right there. As soon as you jump in, you'd feel it. You'd grab it and you'd come out of the water and it'd say Bubba on it. How cool would it have been if I would have pulled it off?
In a semicircle around a platform in the water with about 50 teenage boys ages 16 to 18 on board. The Archbishop blesses the boys and a cross, and then throws the cross into the water, and the teens dive from the boats to find it. The one who comes up with
Now, see, can you imagine if all of them had Bubba crosses right now? How cool it would be.
Gets a special blessing from the Archbishop, his name engraved on a statue outside the cathedral, good luck for the next year, and bragging rights.
By the way, I think there was an article done years ago about how many of them went on to be in trouble and be juvenile delinquents.
Yeah, they haven't had the best luck.
Yeah. What's this guy trying to pose for GQ or something?
I know it's working though.
Yeah, he's stud.
Yeah, that was Jenny Dean there reporting. And, if you've ever been up here to see this, it kind of brings the quick excitement of maybe like a 100-meter sprint or like the Kentucky Derby, because the boys dive in there and then they come back out. And kind of the great thing about the community up here is the boy that comes out with that cross, everybody celebrates him. There's no poor sportsmanship. Everybody is happy for him, which is one of the neat things to see. And as Jenny just shared there, we can expect...
I want to see the Epiphany go woke and the other kids throw a fit because they didn't get it. And
What about the girls? Why can't the girls dive for it?
Yeah.
Wait, you have a vagina? You can't be blessed?
There you go.
BS.
Thousands to show up here in Tarpon Springs, potentially 20+ thousand who are going to line the banks here of Spring Bayou.
All right, so Lummy, that's what's going on today. Here's a story. Bubba says he didn't pull prank before Epiphany dive. Bubba says he didn't do it when police officers found 22 fake crosses with the name Bubba written on it in the Spring Bayou just before the Epiphany cross dive here on Wednesday. The finger was immediately pointed to Bubba the Love Sponge, shot jock on WXTV. Bubba, whose real name is Todd Clem. No, it wasn't. In 1999, it was already Bubba the Love Sponge. I changed it in 98. had been poking fun at the city's celebration of the Greek Orthodox holy day all week, but he called the Times late Wednesday and said he was not responsible for the stunt. I'm a crazy, crazy son of a bitch, but I would never mess with a person's religious holiday. He said, I regret that my name was involved with it. I didn't do this one. I don't need stuff like this on my record. Well, guess what? I lied because I did do it.
Why did you take credit for it?
Well, because,
you didn't want, an entire religion mad at him.
Yeah, I didn't want to get fired. I don't know. Anyway, here's another one, Lummy, of me doing, blah, blah, blah. And they talk about all this. And it says, before the cross dive, police divers discovered 22 freight crosses at the bottom of Spring By Hill, each hand-lettered with the name Bubba. For WXTB radio shock jock, Bubba the Love Sponge has spent the last week ridiculing the Epiphany celebration on the radio. God, I wish if I could have pulled that off. So the night before, Lummy, we had all the crosses made. We had them all with sinker, fishing line and sinkers on them. And we took I had this red Expedition, and we had Whitey Pippin with a skin diving suit on and flippers, and we dropped him off at the banks, and then we went into town. Like up by 19 or something. Yeah. And he had a bag, like a fishing bag, that's got holes in it.
Yep.
With them all in there, and strategically put them all down there, and then we went and picked them up and got the hell out of there. So we're watching it live on TV, and they're like, all of a sudden you see all these cops gathering around and all this kind of stuff. They're like, but they wouldn't say what was going on. And so they postponed it 2 hours, and then finally afterwards they're like, we found these Bubba crosses, in the bayou, 22 Bubba crosses linked to Bubba the Love Sponge. But as it was happening, they actually the Epiphany was delayed 2 hours for them to have to go out and find them all. So there you go.
According to Encyclopedia Britannica, Epiphany is both. Marks the baptism of Christ as well as when the three wise men found Jesus.
Tan just couldn't be wrong.
No, it's both things. I guess the Greeks highlight the one, but it's both.
So good luck to the kid. Yeah. It's something though, as woke as we've become, as to why they've not. Well, maybe in the Greek Orthodox Bible, Dan, it does not include a girl. I think
girls are alienated in the Bible. I mean, the best girl in the Bibles is Mary. Other than that, they get jobbed out the entire way.
Right. I mean, isn't there even things in the Bible that if a woman's on the period, she's supposed to go into a hut for 7 days because she's unclean?
That's in the Old Testament.
Well, what's the difference?
The Jewish people don't believe in the New Testament. Some of the Christian
religion is so conveniently fragmented. It's fragmented into to work for you and maybe not the next guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you look at all the religions in the world, they do have a lot of common denominators. And so even though our religion is different than the Muslims and everything else, there's a lot of similarities. And most religions, especially the ones that have made it this far, have one God. And so if you're one God, if you're in Florida versus if you're in the Middle East versus if you're in Iraq or if you're in Asia. One God is pervasive amongst most religions.
What religion is most prevalent in Russia? Catholicism?
Orthodox. It's a Christian Orthodox religion. It's similar to the Greek Orthodox. It's just called Orthodox.
With a God?
Yeah, no, it's just like Christianity.
Jesus?
Yeah. And they do Epiphany too. The Greeks and the Russians.
See, I would mess with the Greek Epiphany. I wouldn't mess with the Russian Epiphany.
No, because you live with that.
They would be like, you may say you may not have done it, but Putin wants to kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, think about all the freedoms we have in America. I threw 22 crosses into the Spring Bayou 26 years ago to try to screw up this religious ceremony in America. You can do that in America, but man, I don't know if you could do that like in Turkey.
You can't do that in England, Bubba. You go to jail in England for that.
Yeah. So, Seth, you wonder why I didn't take credit for it. I just didn't want to go,
to jail.
Not jail. They could have put me in jail. Could they have put me in jail for the?
They could have put you like criminal mischief, like vandalism, essentially.
Religions are a tough group to get embattled with, but I don't think obviously you wouldn't have been fired.
Well, Bubba, you also had you picked at the Christians a little bit with the Mary image on the glass.
Oh,
there was just
you guys remember that?
The oxidation
Seth,
of the water.
You don't remember?
I do, man. I've been here.
Do you remember what I did though?
I don't. I remember that there was a image of the Virgin Mary on a building in Clearwater, and people would go and they would pray.
Oh God, yeah.
Did you know what I did?
I don't know.
I
no.
sent Whitey Pippin with water balloons full of bleach.
Oh my God!
And we were trying to throw it at the Epiphany. I'm sorry, at the image of the Virgin Mary, to try to screw up,
get the iron off of
to
it.
try to get because all it was really, honest to God, they went and did a big investigation. It was not just out of nowhere. There's this water stained image of the Virgin Mary. For 15 years prior, that particular building, which was like a banking building or something like that, they had oil painted, an artist every year oil painted the likeness of Virgin Mary at that same spot.
Yep.
Oh, that's why the water stuck to it so weird?
Yes.
Oh,
And the sprinklers were
So for 20 years, they had an artist, the same artist, come and do the Virgin Mary right there in that area. Well, the building changed hands, like the landlord sold it to somebody else, and the usage changed, and the people, the new tenants didn't want that image on there anymore. So they when every year, like in January, they would power wash that image off, and it just, nobody thought anything about it. Well, the first year during the holidays, and then meanwhile the sprinkler heads would hit it when it was watering the bushes and everything like that, and it eventually water is repelled by oil, right?
Yes.
And so it developed this outline stain of the Virgin Mary that had been there 15, 20 years prior, and everybody thinks it's a miracle all of a sudden. I mean, every television station, the newspaper, everything, they did articles about here's a picture from 5 years ago with the image of Virgin Mary painted right here. As you can see, the sprinkler heads have hit it over the years and have developed this stain. Everybody was like, oh, we're not going to believe that, even though there's pictures of it. We're not going to believe this is a miracle. God put people
made pilgrimages.
They opened a church in it.
Hold on. They had a donation box that was getting like $1,500 a day there. So I was on the air just completely making fun of it. So I was like, Whitey Pippin, love me. That was our stunt guy.
Yeah.
We're like, Whitey Pippin, we got 12 bleach-filled water balloons full of bleach. What you're going to do is you're going to go and just get as close as you can, take the 98 Rock van, and just start hurling them at the windows, which will maybe cause, bleach is pretty powerful, maybe cause a disruption of the image, right? So we're on the air live doing this. Whitey, where you at? Hey, it's Whitey Pippin. I'm on the Courtney Campbell Bridge right now, headed down there. Okay, it's Whitey Pippin. I'm at Courtney Campbell in US 19, getting ready to take a right. I'm about maybe a quarter mile from the building. By the time he got, because we were live on it, where we made a mistake, Lummy, is we should have had him there.
Yep.
And then just start launching the balloons live, but we were actually given like a play-by-play of him driving himself there. And the Clearwater cops were waiting for him. And tell them, you got two options, buddy. You can launch one balloon and go to jail, or you can get back in your fancy van and tell Bubba, nice try. So then, instead, Lummy, we got thwarted on that. So then we rented the hotel, this sleazy bag hotel nearest that building, and had a woman lose her virginity on Easter next to that building, live on the air. God, the things I used to do. And I think Spice Boy was reporting live. I forget, it was two people that were having sex and next to that building for Easter. Then, Lummy, remember when we took a Whitey Pippin and we dressed him up like Jesus for Easter, and we duct tied him to a stoplight pole on the corner of Dale Mabry and Kennedy.
That got you some heat.
And he had thorns on his. He looked just like Jesus, and we duct taped him like it was a cross at Dale Mabry and Kennedy on a stoplight pole, and he was up there with a white sheet and everything. and a donation thing and an Uneat Rock bumper sticker. So today is the Epiphany of the Greek religion, and so please know that if you're going to Tarpon Springs today, that you will not be thwarted by my vandalism. But I did do it back in the day, and I hope it goes off without a hitch. But you're right, Dan. They should throw some girls in there, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess they do.
Just have the deacon throw a girl in the water and have the guys chase her.
It looks like they do in other countries, but they haven't made it here to.
Really?
Yeah, Tarpon.
Misogynists.
Over the weekend, the NFL played a bunch of games.
Yeah, it was a great football weekend.
Yeah, not for me, it wasn't.
What happened?
As you can see, Seth Kushner wearing his 18 Caleb Williams jersey. The Packers, who had at this point the NFL's longest winning streak over one particular team, snapped. And just listen, I'm in full disclosure. The Packers should not have beaten the Bears the first time they played this year. They got lucky on a blocked field goal, and the Packers suck. The Packers suck.
What do you mean? Because the Packers fell for the old "where's the ball" trick?
Oh my God! I mean, I watched that play, and I'm like, can you send the play to me?
Yeah.
I was like, are we playing Pop Warner football now?
Come on, they did one of those plays.
You don't even know they did this play where the Packers punted the ball. Well, the Bears act like the guy on the one side of the field was going to get the ball. He's like getting underneath it and trying to act like he's going to catch the ball. And all the Bears blockers go to him. Like, he's setting himself up for the return, right? Well, really, the ball was kicked to the other side of the field. And that guy caught the ball and ran like 86 yards, and nobody even thought about touching him.
I sent it to you.
Oh, yeah, this is,
pretty good.
Real good, and real stupid. If you're the Packers and you fall for this,
the Packers are supposed to know where the ball goes because they're covering the punt. So.
It's good. The Miller Lite.
They should know more than anybody where it's going.
This is embarrassing. If
That's right. You guys are going to Philly next week. You'll be
Matt
fine.
LaFleur, you just got out coached, and the bottom line is the Packers. I really don't know how good. Well, hold on here. I really don't know how good your offense is. I don't think it's that damn good, to be honest with you.
Are you jumping off the Packer bandwagon?
No, I'll never jump off the
Packer
bandwagon.
I meant for this year?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. I'm just being honest. So watch this, Dan. This is something you'd see with Jesuit. So now watch. Now, let me just watch. My fat ass could have ran that in. So watch this. So he kicks it, and then now see if you look, all the Bears defense starts kind of going this way like this, and the returner on this side over here kind of acts like he's catching the ball. Watch.
Was no one paying attention to watching the Bears guy? Literally.
Meanwhile, you got
no one's looking at the ball.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Packers that have bamboozled. That just are.
Don't forget 9 and 10 who are headed in that direction all the way over.
Well, the punter.
Hold on, 9 and 10. So really, this just this dude who kicked the ball and of course knows where it's going.
Does he though?
I don't know. Let's see what he does.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to stay over here.
Yeah.
But he's now got 8 Bears to contend with. You can be the baddest human being in the world.
4, 5,
he's got so this.
Yeah, you're right. 8.
Yeah, this one dude right here, who's the punter, who's usually not the toughest guy on the team, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Bears plus the runner. I didn't mean that. Let me fast forward it. Here we go.
How did they not know where the ball's going?
Because they're stupid.
Well, you look at the one Packer. He looks up in the sky and still goes toward the Bears guy.
Now look, it's just the one punter, and it just takes one guy to seal him off. He's okay. He's double teamed.
That's pretty bad.
Now you tell me. This number 39 jogs. Usually, when you score a punt return touchdown, you got to run your ass off.
Well, I think it's concerning how how wide open the touchdown was.
These guys don't learn how to stay in their lanes and stuff. They're pros, man. This is pathetic.
Green Bay, you're pathetic.
It's pathetic, man. That's almost as bad as what the Bucs did at the end of the first half in their game.
No, but I'll tell you what.
Second and 3 on the 6-yard line.
You can say what you want about the Bucs, but the Bucs are getting hot at the right time. Bucky Irvin is the man.
He is.
And I was just really, really happy because when I was flipping over, it was looking like maybe Mike Evans was going to fall like 5 yards short of 1,000 yards and tie Jerry Rice's record of the first 10 years of your professional career. You get 1,000 yards every year. 11
years.
I'm sorry, 11 consecutive years. Mike Evans has never had a year below 1,000 yards. Every year from the day he was a rookie to now, which is 11-year career, he has got at least 1,000 yards, and it looked like
he sealed the first round ballot for Hall of Fame.
Oh
right?
my
Don't you
God!
think?
If there was somebody that was, if it was even like something that you could seal, like if there was something greater than that, he's gotten that. Like, I'm just saying, like they could put him in right now. He's one of the most elite wide receivers in the history of our league, but unfortunately, he played on not such very good teams. He only played. Lummy, why is your camera going on? Is it? Are
Let's
you
fixing it.
Okay, looks like you're maybe at one of you and Macho at an EDM deal.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. No, Red's here right now fixing it.
So, I mean, you've had Megatron, you've had all these really good wide receivers. You got a bunch of great wide receivers in the league right now. But if you look at longevity and you look at, getting 1,000 yards from your rookie season until current, and you've never missed it, this guy is one of the greatest of all times. Absolutely a first ballot Hall of Famer. And so, but it looked like, so here it is. It's 36 seconds left. Most teams would have taken a knee.
No, it's the answer on the test.
And you take a knee for several different reasons. If you're up by this much, it's 1st and 10. There's 36 seconds left. The play clock's 40. So all you have to do is just take a knee one time and the game's over. Unless New Orleans wants to be a dick and call a timeout. Yeah. But okay. But for the most part, the players union wants you to take a knee because it's just less of an opportunity to get hurt. But the Bucs and Baker Mayfield knew that Evans was 5 yards away from, he was 995, and so they Lummy, they even picked the guy to make sure that Evans got it.
Sure did.
Did you see them? It was a beautiful little pick. It was a little 8-yarder, wasn't it?
It was a nice little play.
Nice little play. And so the Bucs went out there, didn't take a knee, played a play to get Evans his 1,000. And I think this is very special. I'm very happy for the guy, one of the greatest of all times. And you know what? Not a guy that's in the news a lot. Not a guy that's been in trouble.
No, he's never in trouble, which I love about him.
Not a guy that's got a mouth on him.
Mm-mm.
Not a guy just goes out and plays the game.
Yeah, he's been a good professional.
Might be arguably on the Mount Rushmore of Buccaneers.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, now he's going to be. Yeah.
I mean, just by, if you take body
He's
of
top two.
Body of work, not getting in trouble, spokesperson for the team,
Super Bowl.
He's
in the Derek Brooks category.
Derek Brooks 1, Mike Evans 2.
Yeah. Agreed.
If he plays 3-4 more years and continues at the level he is now, he might be number 1.
Could DB 55 could go to 2.
Maybe.
Mayfield throwing. Evans.
Get that ball back, kid.
Get the ball.
So hold that ball.
No, and somebody really does. Somebody really does. Did you see Rodgers, who threw his although he sucks and
500 TD?
He did. He did throw his 500th TD.
501st too.
Did not let go of that ball either.
I was I'd flipped over to from the Packer game over to this. And I was so happy because when I flipped over Lummy, it was kind of touch and go as to whether he might get it,
Yeah.
And I was just so happy.
I actually got choked up, as you called it. It was literally 60,000 people were celebrating. I hadn't seen that much happiness in one area in a long time, and I was really happy for him. It was a miracle.
Yeah, everyone waited around for it.
Yeah. Everybody left the stadium after that.
And what a great play, man.
Yeah, it was.
You know, they picked the dude to make sure he was wide open.
Mayfield throwing Evans.
You know what I couldn't understand yesterday is the last play the Bears played before they kicked the field goal to get in. They weren't really in field goal contention. Now, as much as we've bitched about these NFL coaches that have mismanaged the clock, the Bears guy did it brilliantly yesterday. Called the timeout when they needed to, then came up with this trips on one side, which loads the right side up, one lone guy to the left, and he's just going to do a quick down and out, which is a high percentage catch, but sucked in the linebacker. Had the linebacker had support, that lane wouldn't have been open, but I've never seen that format. Can you find that play for me?
Yeah, I'll try to.
Seth, I know you watched the game where they ran trips to the side.
Yeah, there are 3 wide receivers that were stacked up.
1, 2, and 3 right behind each other.
Yeah, and the ball was supposed to go to that side, and Caleb Williams changed the play at the line and threw it in the middle of the field, and they spiked it with 2 seconds left.
I think Caleb saw the linebacker cheating, knowing that he was going to have what a great football intelligence
Read.
Yeah, what a great read, and boom. The guy who got his field goal blocked, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, Cairo Santos. He said he was praying all week with his mother and his wife.
Here's what I understand. Why didn't I know?
Should have dove for a cross.
I know LaFleur had a timeout. Why not ice him?
I think the icing thing's played out, man.
I don't.
I think for veterans, you're just wasting time.
But here's the deal, Seth. Most really good coaches, they call it after the guy's already kicked it.
I sent it to you. If it doesn't give you the time, it's 11:36.
Is it 11:36?
Yeah, it should be.
Where? Okay, where? Boom. I can't find it now. Oh, here it is. I got it. Thank you. Where's it coming up here? All right, let me put it up here. 11:36.
Yeah.
All right. Fast forward there.
How are we going to mess this up?
All right, so right now, it's 3rd and 11. The Bears have
None.
I think
0.
They have no timeouts left.
0 timeouts.
Yeah, that's what made it. And I watched the LaFleur after game press conference, and he was like, they executed brilliantly. Usually, it takes between 12 and 14 seconds to get up there and spike the ball. And they did it brilliantly. So look at this format. So you got your 3 guys over here, 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. You got your 3 guys here. Now, Caleb Williams is reading this backer. If this backer is on this hash, this guy isn't going to be. If this backer is on this hash, this guy's not going to be nearly as open because this guy went pshoo, then pshoo, and that's where it was. And so Caleb is reading this backer, how he's fudged to the trips, calls the play, because it was going to go to one of these brothers, and calls the play for it to be on this one because he knows he's one-on-one right now. And I don't know why the Packers would be this far back. I'd be up here, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean... And look, and Seth, look at Caleb with his left hand point to the guy when he's
DJ Moore.
Yeah, watch right here. As soon as Caleb reads the linebacker, and look how far that linebacker's fudged. I mean, look at that.
He's watching the backer.
That is a wide open lane.
Well, because he's got pulled over to the running back. He's going to spy on the back.
Now watch.
Oh, is that why? Because the back's on the quarterback's right? He's in front of the quarterback.
Yeah. Now watch Caleb Williams with his left hand. See his left hand right there? See right here?
Oh, I see it.
He's switching the play right now. He's switching the play. He knows how, as a Packer, does this guy not come and fill this void?
You would think.
I mean,
he's backing up too.
Great.
You think he'd be at the 35?
Great play. Packers had no chance on this play. This is such a great play. Seth, does this play right here show you the ability of their head coach, and he has the ability to come up with a winning game plan?
No, that was his first win yesterday.
Oh, yeah, no, he's gone.
He's done.
They're gonna. I'm happy.
You can't live on one play, right?
What it shows is, as you wrap up the season, that Caleb Williams is actually a great quarterback.
It really is.
He actually had a great rookie year. He's magical, and there should be great things coming from him in the future.
I was listening to him, compare Peyton Manning's first year, Troy Aikman's first year, and they're like, Caleb Williams has surpassed that.
They love to bring those years up because I don't know how well Aikman did his rookie year, but Peyton Manning threw like an S-ton of interceptions.
I think Peyton Manning was like 3-13.
Oh, Aikman was horrible. They were what? They were 1-15.
I think Aikman was like 1-11 or something like that. All right, so here we go. The guy's wide open. I mean, the guy's wide.
Where's the Packers DB?
Your
guy went from the 30 to the 20. Look at Bubba. Look at your Packers. Look how far he was at the 30.
Not only that, but if Caleb Williams doesn't throw it to this guy, he can throw it to this guy.
That guy's wide open.
But look at the Packer guy. He went from the 30 almost to the 20.
To the 24.
What's he doing back there?
They were playing it like the Bears needed a touchdown to win.
Yeah, they were. They were playing like a prevent.
DJ Moore, he's got to get up there quickly to spike it. No timeouts. 6.
This is a team. This is well executed because they don't have a timeout. They got to spike the ball.
Seconds and counting. Bears get set. Williams spikes the football.
You know what, Seth? Congratulations, my friend. Me being a huge Packer fan, you being a Bears fan. Seth walks in. I got my nose buried in the computer. I'm doing plays, and I go, "Congratulations, Seth." And he goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "You know what I'm talking about. You guys beat us yesterday." And he goes, I didn't even watch the game. Thanks for ruining it for me." And I go, "Whatever, Seth." And then he comes over kind of to my side, and he goes, "Once you look at me," I look at him, and he's got a big 18 jersey on.
I didn't care. Like yesterday,
Bears did a great job.
I was over football yesterday. I was like, man, week 18, this sucks because half the teams are in the playoffs and they're resting their guys. Half the teams are out of the playoffs and they're resting their guys. And then just as the game went on, I got into it. And then finally, for the first time all season, at 4:00 yesterday, I felt alive. And then I realized the season was over.
Yeah.
So hold on to that feeling.
So I had to channel that to my family.
So what are the Bears looking for in the draft? Like
offensive line,
coach.
Yeah,
kind of coach. Yeah.
And what are they?
Can you draft a coach?
What are they? No, you can't.
I know.
What are they saying, coach? Now, are they looking for a GM too, or do they got the GM in place?
They have a GM right now. Mike Vrabel was a big choice until the Patriots fired their coach yesterday. Now everybody thinks Vrabel's going to return home to New England. You got Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator of the Lions, who's a hot name.
Oh yeah.
Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator of the Vikings, is a hot name.
How about any of Andy Reid guys?
Bears already had Andy Reid's guy, Nagy. He didn't work out. Pete Carroll does want to coach, but he's 73. So
is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got another 5 years in him.
Bruce Arians was like 70.
You know what, though? You know what, Seth? I think Pete Carroll could come into Chicago and be successful. I do. Pete Carroll's a good, he's a good assessment of talent. I mean, he did. I don't think anybody will argue that he did turn the Seahawks into. Didn't he win a Super Bowl with them?
Yeah.
I just think it's. I don't want to say it's ageism. I just don't think a lot of teams want, much like it was Belichick. I just don't think they want a 70-year-old coach.
Yeah,
it's an old white coch they don't want. He's all old school, and they don't have that anymore because these kids.
Bring back Bill Parcells.
Millionaires before they start.
Bring back Bill Parcells.
Never. He wouldn't last 2 seconds.
Tuna.
Just like Bob Knight wouldn't last in college anymore.
You're right. Bill Parcells would not last 2 seconds in this league. They would be.
But we've got Belichick in college now.
Yeah,
like, how's that going to go?
College kids are still a little bit more
Not really. They get
coachable.
right, not really. As soon as you make them run a lap for jumping off sides or in the portal, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the portal. I mean, oh my God.
Like, hey, listen, Teddy Bruschi used to play a lot better than you did, kid. So we're going to take your scholarship away.
Yeah. And they're saying that these kids get into the portal in December, and I forget what the cutoff day in January is, but like if you get into the portal and you don't get picked up, you lose your ride with your school that you're trying to leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the portal was before these bowl games, and so half the teams didn't have their players.
It closes
which they need to change that.
It's from December 9th to the 28th, and then it reopens for spring for 1 week.
All right, I got to go. I'm running late, but when we come back, they have released the NFL schedule for the playoffs, and we'll tell you that and get into that next.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
New Year, yippee-yo.
I would have just said the Packers need to be fucking done. They're done. They're still not.
I mean, come on, man. When we just sent them to the 7th layer of hell for the playoffs, I mean, they got to go to Philly.
I mean, do they have a chance? What's the line, Lummy?
No chance of a home game. I mean.
But listen, the Packers played Philly tough first.
That was 6 months ago, man.
I know, buddy. And it was in Brazil. I get it.
What happens in Brazil stays in Brazil.
I'll take an L on it, kid. Okay?
I don't remember what happened.
They got beat by 3, I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
And Love didn't look that good, but I'm not sold on Love.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he's
what? Maybe to fucking ruin Bubba's whole fucking.
What I'm
All
saying,
because they lost to the 4-12 Bears.
But and quite frankly, they should have lost twice to the 4-12 Bears.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they only have one divisional win, Bubba. It was against the Bears.
I know.
They didn't beat the Vikes.
And there's an asterisk besides that one. Did you know in the Bears program? Do you remember the year of where Mikowski played and he threw the ball and they said he was over the line of scrimmage? It was in Green Bay and the Packers won, and I forget, it was like 1989, and the Bears were up by 6, and the Packers drove the ball. Well, Mikowski threw the ball and they called a penalty as he was over the line of scrimmage. Well, after it was one of the very first years they had replay. They had determined that he threw the ball over the line of the scrimmage, but when he jumped, he was behind the line of scrimmage and he landed on the other side. Well, the Packers won. To this day, if you look at any Bears program, there's an asterisk beside that game called the instant replay game. They don't recognize that as an L.
But they didn't have replay back then, did
they?
They
did. Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna get
in '89.
I'm gonna get the play for you.
They had an '89.
I'm gonna get the play for you. What you see?
90. I think it was in the. I think it was 90.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! It still feels like it's something that's just been invented in the last 10 years.
What's this? This one?
Instant replay.
So, whoops. Orlando. Roberto Perez. Black guy in Cali. Good morning. Roberto Perez. Good morning. Chris, little Wolfers after birth. Whoops. Snow's there. What's up, Pippi? Short sugar. Oh, did you get it, Bubba?
What?
Did you get it?
Yep.
Okay. 1590.
Come on, I don't know where everybody is today, Lummy.
I know.
Do we suck that bad?
No way.
Practice.
Everyone's come off that hangover of the Bucks game.
And the holiday.
Windsor. So Kipper Scott, Gang Jean, CC Hall, hello, good morning. Bellingham, Gorf, Iggy, Big Buck, Kenny Powers, Kenny G.
God, that went fast, didn't it?
It did go fast.
I gotta tell you something, man. All these fucking little bitches that want to micromanage the content in chat, we're talking about sports. It's a fucking 4-hour show with a fucking after show podcast today.
Hold on. The show is skewed towards men.
But not even that. We're doing 5 hours of content. We're in the first hour and you're bitching. Yeah. Like you don't there's no chance.
Block them.
There's no chance that we're gonna get into anything that you think's important.
Right. I think we should fucking just rip them a new asshole right now. And I mean, we ain't got no money coming in either.
No. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Oh, we had Yankee Jeb, $10. Here's our first one.
That's all you need.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Been a relatively dry day today. This early on, let me what? Just one dude.
Yankee Jib.
Yankee Jib.
Come on, keep me on the air.
Keep Dan on the air. Dan's got, you know how Dan is. Well, the rumors and the trolls would have it that this entire that the Diacos pay for everything. Like for them, like we get checks from Dr. Diaco, and then we also get checks from the Diaco law firm to keep us alive. I wish it was that simple. I really did.
I wish I was getting them.
Dan said he wishes he was getting checks from either one of them.
Everybody's just breaking even on that side of things.
And then Seth's like, for all you little bitches that have like, oh my God, you haven't talked about what I want you to talk about, and all you talked about sports so far. We're dudes. Most dudes at work right now are probably talking about sports. We're not going to talk about sports the entire show.
We're going to talk about the Golden Globes.
You want to talk about the Golden Globes?
And we're not talking about like the lacrosse national championships. We're talking about the NFL. When they come into the playoffs.
Mike Evans just set a milestone. My Packers got beat by the Bears.
Well, people want you to rip Joe Biden for 4 hours for giving out the medals of freedom.
I got that.
Cooper Lips, $25.
Thank you, Group. Appreciate it. Maybe you've broken maybe you've popped the cherry.
Well, congrats to his Broncos, by the way.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, they looked like they were going to be a really horrible team this year, and they end up getting to the playoffs.
We're going to talk about the former hairdresser and Fox co-host Joy Taylor that supposedly was. Will she go as far as to say that she may have been sex trafficked?
She's.
Because some of these. That is a new buzzword.
Ugh.
So, like, if you had a chick, and you're like, hey, will you blast my friend? Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, you're sex trafficked.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You just didn't go blast my friend, whatever.
No, I mean, if you flew her here from, like, South Dakota and she was 17, then yes, that's sex trafficking.
Exactly. But if she's 18 and you met her at Planet Bubba, and, she took care of one of my friends, phew. I might be the next one that gets churned up on some of this nonsense. Anyway, Seth, this is probably one of the most controversial. I got a PayPal notification.
All right.
Who the hell? You know who probably it is. But let me see. It's the great Susan Poitras.
Hey.
She laid down to hundo.
Thank you.
Love her. Her and Tease and Wizzy and Trickney and Nikki Peel's wife, and just all the great women of Greg and Amy.
Just can't wait to see everybody at the pig roast on Thursday.
Scout and Big Gulp. Don't forget, not this weekend, but next is BARP.
Yeah.
And my life is about just to absolutely change. Been so busy. Had a race at the track this Saturday.
How did that go?
It went okay. My new material didn't do what I wanted it to do. It got a little dry, rubbered down a little bit.
I saw it on Flow TV, man. That was a hell of a race this weekend.
No, it was. It wasn't on Flow, but it will. All my national races will be on Flow.
Okay, I'll be there for the next one.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. Thank you. This is the most. Lummy, looks like, who's Michael? Is that Michael Rougeau? Is that Napa Mike?
Russo?
Michael Rougeau?
Yeah. Yes, that's Napa Mike.
Yeah, it is.
Napa Mike, thank you.
That's what I went to pick up the brakes, and they were like, is this Napa Mike? And I'm like, I guess.
Mike Rougeau.
Said, I think so.
That's Napa Mike.
Napa Mike is Mike Rougeau. Thank you very much, my friend, Michael Rougeau, Napa Noho. So, Seth, this is probably one of the most important, controversial Bears-Packer games of all times that you didn't know about.
I was a young lad back then.
It's considered the 1989 replay game. And this, like, the Bears are so mad about this game that I've been told in the Bears annual program, or that they put together, that when they go through all the years, like the Bears have been around, I think, since 1920, 1919.
Yeah.
And they go and list in 1989. Yeah, the Bears have been around before Santa Claus. So when they go and list 1989 in their record, they list their record, but they put an asterisk beside it and said
Roger Maris?
instant replay game. They do not. They take the L on this, but they denote that they think they got screwed on it. Watch, it's. And I didn't even, like you said, Seth, I didn't even know they had instant replay in '89.
I didn't know either, man.
The audio is just second to none here, ladies and gentlemen.
Decided to bear down in a big way after the Packers had
Now, who's the coach? I don't even.
Dicka? It's Dicka.
Oh, yeah, there's Dick. Look at Dick. Dick is right there. Michael Hattersley, Lummy.
Bubba Sharana, 25.
On the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army.
They have just clamped down. Now, this man here deserves a lot of credit. Vince Tobin, it seems like he has been
Vince Tobin was the defensive coordinator.
able to predict the type of play that the Packers have run.
Oh, Michael Singletary, see him?
And had the right defense called for it. One thing right here now.
All right, here we go.
In the big Central Division battle.
Don McCown. Now, I think the Bears are. What's the score here? I thought they flashed the score.
The final score was 14-13.
Here we go.
Yes, it was 13-7.
Look how the game has changed. Now, man, literally, like they huddle like about right here. Back in the day, then they huddled 10 yards. Because the plays weren't so complicated. And so, like, if you said 22 dive on 2, well, the defense, if they could hear that, they would know what that is. But the way and how complex, man, have you ever heard, like, how Gruden calls a play?
Yeah.
I mean, 86 Razor, 35 Fred, like, there's just so many wrinkles now to how they call the play that the defense can actually know the name of the play and not even know what it is.
Dan Fouts. Packers down to their last attempt.
So this is their last chance.
The Bears, 13-7.
Okay, so they're down 13-7, Seth. Packers 7, Bears 13. I think this is their fourth. I think this is fourth down.
Big Central Division battle.
Now, if you look, the line of scrimmage looks to be about the 14. Does it not?
Mm-hmm.
The 14. Fourth and goal. Yeah, okay, there you go. Fourth and goal on the 14. Like, just statistically, I feel pretty good about this if you're a Bear fan.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth and goal on the 14. By the way, let me just to tell everybody, I think it's our buddy Sterling.
It is.
Shannon. I'm sorry,
Sterling Sharp.
Sterling Sharp that catches it.
Sure does.
Is he going to make Isn't he listed as a finalist in the legendary category of the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think he's going to get in.
Yeah, he's
him and Hogan.
They won. Everything's great. Well, we think we're going to win. We got to kick a field goal.
There's our boy Tony Mandarich.
There's Lindy and Fondy. Everybody's thinking, because it does look like he passed the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball. But there's a big whodunit. The referees are in far better shape. Look at back then they were all grandpas. Look at them. The guys out there selling cars on the way.
Hero to bum.
Look at Singletary. Look at Singletary. We beat you, bitch. What you gonna do about it, bitch?
Now, Mikowski, watch him buy time and throw a beautiful pass across the drain to Sharp in the end zone. But he is over the line of scrimmage when he lets it go.
Now watch. The line of scrimmage is right.
The 14.
Yeah, now watch.
The 14. It's in front of that white line.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's on my side of it.
No, it's not.
That's
It's
the 15-yard line.
It's on this side. It's right here.
Yes, in front of it.
Right.
We're agreeing.
Right there.
So watch.
It would have been good, but he pulled it back down.
Horrible camera angles, too.
Oh, I know. And I mean, how did we watch TV back then? Now watch, Dan. He actually throws it. And they even get into his footwork and everything here.
Mike Singletary just went over to Mikowski and gave him a word of encouragement because I think Mikowski had to impress a lot of the Bears.
So how do they change the play?
Well, watch.
The Bears are going to hold on and win this game and run out the clock. No magic for Magic today. Couple of turnovers.
So they're all talking about it now.
Deep in their
Harris going, screw you, bitch.
Territory, and then a mistake as he's just trying.
Man, referees all look the same back then.
Sure, the stripes.
Now we got women and then hockey league.
All right, so here, this is actually the best angle of it all. This is actually the best angle of it all. And being a Bear fan, this like you'll now Seth, you'll be able to be familiar with the 89 asterisk game.
Thank you, sir.
The 89, they call it the 89 replay game.
I'm a more educated Bears fan after
you are
this message.
If you're with some Bear fans, you're like, I mean, how about that 89 replay game?
We don't like to talk about past losses, Bubba. We like to talk about the future.
Okay, boom, he's on the 15, right?
Yeah,
not
footage,
not the 14.
Nope.
Look at his pivot foot. See, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
ready?
it looks like a clean pass.
Boom. The ball is out of his hand, and he has not landed yet.
I don't know.
Now he lands. So, I mean, they got the play right. Goes in. Boom, right foot plants.
On the 15-yard line.
Throws it on the 15.
Perfect.
Lands.
When he lands, he's well inside the 15. But that's a touchdown.
And what a bullet.
Yeah, it was.
And this place is going to go crazy if they reverse it.
And they're showing a guy up there, from the NFL.
Wow. So I didn't even remember they had it back then.
They got it. They had it. They started. It looks like in 1986.
Yeah. So they had it for 3. I did not know.
I didn't know either.
The first time that the game actually hinges on that one call.
I think the guy's going, hey, I think you might win there, Don.
If it goes Green Bay's way, they have a chance to win it with a conversion.
Look at Dicka.
If it doesn't, and it's unfortunate.
Dicka chewed his gum faster than any human being in the world. I mean, he chewed his gum so fast.
Yeah, he's the best chewer since Sean Spicer.
Big replay board so that they can see the same thing we saw. The replay.
I just want everybody to say the reaction here.
They're up in the booth next to us, looking at this.
See, now it all comes from New York, doesn't it? It all comes from New York.
I think there's different levels.
But I think it comes from New York. I think New York has to approve it. Nowadays, back then, they had a guy up there somewhere in the press box with a big screen, and he made the call.
Yeah, just sitting there.
Televisions you see there.
And then he had to get a disguise to leave the building.
Yeah, on his TRS-80.
Problems with the replay system is that those televisions are only 12-inch screens, very, very small.
Oh, they're only watching this thing on 12-inch screens.
But I don't care what size screen you're looking at, that appears
Look at that
to be a
guy.
touchdown.
That guy's got some.
He's got a TV with an antenna.
I just want to be where they make the call. Here we go.
Here it comes.
That was the right call.
It
But
was.
the Bears had a really hard time. I mean, even in today's environment, if you look at the Bears, through the years, what their schedule, their record was.
Don't remember it back then.
Yeah. Back in '89.
I barely used
You
it.
were like 4.
So here we go. 2025 NFL playoff schedule, which will close out our NFL talk, Lemmy, which will make people happy. We'll talk about I don't know, something.
What about a cheerleader getting kicked in the head? Is that sports or is that
that poor Dallas girl?
Yeah,
she didn't get kicked in the head. She just
the ball. I mean,
Yeah, she took one.
She took one in the head. She did, and it knocked. I mean, you think they took her to the blue tent for?
She looked okay, but she definitely had tears in her eyes. I don't know if it's from laughing, from crying, laughing, or from actually crying.
I think she just was hurt.
I mean if you think about it, and a football hits you in the back of the head. A freshly kicked football hits you in the back of the head.
And he's booting it too.
Right. And it's not, it's going end over end, so it's got a little bit of a whip to it, right?
Yep.
This is going to sound a little, but this guy's got the biggest leg in the game.
So we got this coming Saturday, January 11th. It's amazing. Barb usually is on the first weekend of the wild card playoffs.
Yeah, it worked out.
So it worked out. It really worked out. So Saturday, we got Chargers at Texans, 4:30 p.m. Seth added a little bit of knowledge. I didn't know this, but every Texans playoff game in the history of the franchise has been played at 4:30 on Saturday. Now, how many of those has there been? 3 of them?
No, Bubba. It's like 10. It's like 10 or 11.
That many?
Yes.
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
Because they've always. I remember they used to play the Chiefs a lot. They were always, one of the weaker teams to get in there, and they've just they put the least attractive game
on Saturday at 4 o'clock.
On Saturday at 4 o'clock, and it's always been the Texans, and it's the Texans again this year.
So it's a 5-seed Chargers travel to the 4-seed Texans. That's 4:30 p.m. CBS Paramount. Then this is Saturday. Then the 6th seed Steelers take on the 3rd seed Ravens. That's at 8 o'clock. And Lummy, you can only get that on Prime. God, the NFL has you just can't have regular TV and watch, or even remember back then you'd have the NFL Sunday Ticket? I don't think you can just have one of anything and catch every game.
No, you can't. You have to have Netflix. You have to have Prime. You have to have
NFL
Peacock. Network. Yeah, we talked. You have to have a lot of this. I think a lot of people have Prime. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I feel like that's.
I mean, if you're a football fan and you want to catch every game, you got to have Prime, Amazon Prime, the NFL Network, Netflix. And then, like YouTube TV or
Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah, Peacock, yeah.
I mean, you got to have 5 or 6 things. Next Sunday, the number 7 Broncos travel to the number 2 Bills. That's a 1 o'clock CBS. Then the number 7 Packers travel to the number 2 Eagles. That's a 4:30. That's Fox, FUBU. Woo. That'll be the Tom Brady probably broadcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then then later that night, here in Tampa. I mean, you got season tickets.
Yeah, they make you go, and it's gonna be late.
Yeah,
8 o'clock. Yeah.
You want to just come right here to the studios and sleep on the couch?
Cuddle with me.
Are you pissed about that start time? Are you guys just jacked with the playoffs, or does that start time put a damper on things?
That start time puts a damper on it.
I mean, that start time even puts a damper on normal professionals like Dan, who, Dan, if you're on days that you're not here, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, what time does your day start?
I usually get up at 6.
Okay.
Is that the question?
Yeah. No, what day does it, what time does the office start?
Oh, like on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I have to be at surgery 7:30.
Okay.
And then office is like 9.
So Sunday, the number 6 Commanders travel to the number 3 Buccaneers. That's 8 o'clock. That's NBC. That'll be Sunday Night Football with Tony Dungy and the boys. And then Monday closes out the first round of the playoffs. The number 5 Vikings travel to the number 4 Rams at 8 o'clock. ESPN, ABC, FUBU. Had the Packers not screwed the pooch against the Bears, they would have been the 6th seed. Oh, would they have been the 6th seed, Lummy?
No, I think it would have been Washington no matter what.
Yeah, I think the Packers.
So the Packers loss meant the win or lose meant nothing. I thought it would have been if the Packers won, they were going to L.A.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of confused. I thought they would flip flop with the Vikings.
But I don't think so. I don't think the Packers ever were going to be the 5th seed.
I think they did. Damn it, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they flip-flopped, but I mean, I know the Packers.
But I
lose
think
really...
Washington was set to be the Bucs' opponent either way, regardless of that outcome.
And that Bucs Commanders game, I think, is getting the biggest game of the week because of Jaden Daniels, the rookie quarterback for Washington. I think the NFL wants to put him on full display. I mean, obviously the Bucs are very, very exciting offensively, and it's going to be a good game. But
can the Bucs hold him down?
Well, it depends on the referees, man. Because the referees were so egregious in the first half of the game. It was just disgusting, and the clock management from the Bucs was pathetic in the first half too.
I think he's playing much better now than he was when they last played him week 1. He is very good, and this defense is just losing guys left and right. Jordan Whitehead is out for the year because of a car accident. They lost another safety in the game yesterday. So Todd Bowles might have to suit up and play safety at some point.
One of their safeties got in a car wreck?
Yeah, Jordan Whitehead, he's out for the year.
A couple days ago.
Like a bad one?
Friday on the way to the facility. Bad enough for him to be out for the year. He's fine, but, I mean, he's not going to play.
Do you think he got a concussion? Or, I mean, like, because they said the injuries were bad enough to where, like, right after the accident, I mean, they said he wasn't playing anymore this year.
Yeah.
I mean, did they have to, like,
Maybe
put him in
something.
They put him on the non-injury or non-football related injury list.
Before words, don't forget PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. This is payroll week. Ninja.
I think Jane Daniels is going to get his, though. He's good enough against this Buccaneers defense. That's why they wanted to put it on prime time, because the Bucs struggle on prime time, and they want this kid to look really good.
I like to see Vita Veda just drop him.
Yeah.
I like to see Vita Veda get a really good.
And the interior, that's the only pass rush the Bucs have gotten this year.
Well, they got
Vita
Shaq
Veda's
Barrett
got
now.
7 sacks. The other interior D lineman, Kalijah Cansey, has got 7.5. They both lead the team.
My 3 favorite players of the Buccaneers in this order: Tristan Wirtz, if I said it correctly.
Close enough.
Vita Veda and Bucky Irvin. Mike Evans, close.
You only
fourth.
got one of those names right, Bubba, but man, it's still your passion is just.
Well, those
unmatched.
are my favorite players. Those are my favorite players.
Of course.
Vita Vea.
What about Yaya Diaby? You like him?
No, he's all right.
Okay.
I love, but Baker's okay.
Dude, Baker is
I
so.
love Bucky. I love me some Bucky. I love me some Vita. I love me some Tristan. I love me some Mike Evans.
Baker's easy to root for. When he takes the ball and runs, he plays like Mike Allstott out there.
Dude, it took 8 years or however long it's been for Baker Mayfield to turn into the quarterback that he was in college, the number 1 pick, and he looks every bit of a number 1 pick out there. It's unbelievable to see what just a little bit of time and the right situation and the right coaching could do for somebody. I'm telling you, I'm blown away every time.
I like the guy.
I'm blown away every time I see him dominating because he was counted out more than anybody, I think, that's had
Probably
a rebirth.
next to Johnny Football, he was right there. Was he not?
I mean, he was going. he was circling the drain.
If they can get a hot start against Washington next weekend, I like their chances. But if they look like they did against the Saints in that first half, they're going to get run all over.
Here's the before we close out. Here's the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader who took one right to the back of the head on a kickoff, like a champ.
She did.
I didn't see her in the blue tent though. You know,
she was going up to Jerry Jones's office.
Neck exercises.
Let me see. Here we go.
As to the status of McCarthy. Oh boy, Brandon Aubrey again with the penalty.
It'll show.
The ball was spotted at the 50, and he's still going to boot it out of bounds. They're going to somehow give great field position at the 40-yard line to Washington.
But it was a soft spot. Hit her.
Where's the chivalry?
Thank God it didn't hit her on the point, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean, dude?
Oh my God, I'm okay.
Deflected. Hopefully, all right, pal. We saw KP in the shot there too.
Knock off one of my hair extensions.
First down.
At least she's smiling.
She's got a tear in her eye. I don't know if it's from laughing or
Those
really hurt.
K-balls are no joke. I told you.
This guy can't put a hand on it. Oh, he did. Oh, he
Bam.
deflected it into her head.
Did she did she go straight down?
Yeah. She went right down. Let's try that game, Bubba. Can we do it after the show where we throw a ball in the back of our head and see if it knocks us all the way over?
We have to get one of those jug machines and get perfectly, see how many yards that was.
Well, how many mile per hour do you think that was coming when it hit her?
I don't even know.
I'd say like 60, 70.
On the down of a punt?
He kicked it hard.
Kickoff, yeah.
When we return, we'll close out football with the college, the 4 teams left in college.
How about Notre Dame?
What do we just tell you about it right now? Notre Dame, Penn State, that's this Thursday, 7:30. And then Ohio State, Texas is Friday. And what time is that? That's
7:30.
7:30 as well.
Dude, so you got football Thursday, Friday, then you have the NFL playoffs Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. For people that are into that kind of thing, not me, I hate sports, but for you people that like it,
right?
Pretty cool.
You like Taylor Swift gossip instead?
I love gossip. Yeah, Perez Hilton. I'm on all
basketball
night.
season now, right?
So
yeah, big time.
So of the 4 teams, Lummy, Notre Dame, Penn State, who do you like?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Notre Dame upsets Penn State.
They better play better than they played, against Georgia.
And Ohio State's just too hot.
No one's beating Ohio State. Ryan Day is going to take that loss that they had to Michigan, where everybody wanted him dead and fired, or maybe in the reverse order, and he's going to come and win the national championship and just put his big beanbag over everybody.
Chip Kelly's gonna win the national championship and become the next Bears head coach.
Calling it right now. I think I like Ohio State to run the table too. I like Ohio. They are so dominant on the front line.
Sorry, when you blow the doors off of Oregon, I don't know, man. I'm paying attention.
So glad I didn't buy those limited edition Oregon shoes.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be right back.
Their uniforms, but I thought they were ugly as fuck on Saturday, whatever the ones.
They didn't look as
Friday, whatever it was. Yeah,
they were trying too hard.
Yeah.
Hey, Chip Kelly.
Get out of here with that shit. Chip Kelly doesn't belong in the pros ever again.
That offense he can run.
He was racist. He said Deshaun Jackson was in a gang.
He said Lane Kiffin.
No. He got rid of everybody. Well, remember he traded McCoy. He traded Deshaun Jackson. He got rid of Jeremy Maclin.
Everybody on YouTube. Dan, what are you monitoring right now?
YouTube and Rumble.
Dan's on Rumble and YouTube. I'm on YouTube's. Maybe we'll flip Dan over to Rumble. And I'll take YouTube's. Ellen closed. Mitch DeMar. Mitch, thank you so much. I got to thank my crew from Saturday.
Ellen closed. Big Lumber. 68. Fuck you. Good morning. Wow, Ohio. Good morning. My ex lives in storage shed. Just heat. Fucking trash can.
Travis. Big Red.
You have a wastebasket up here?
Yeah, but it doesn't have a liner. But what is it?
This?
Yeah. No problem. I don't know. Did somebody take your trash barrel?
I can't find it. Not back there. Oh, some straggler gifts. I put the bathroom back in one end.
Hi, everybody. It's Bubba Clem here. Monitoring my little PayPal. CC Hall XXL. Gaming. Kenny Powers. Got my little Greater shirt.
Save like a couple $100,000.
Oh yeah, I forgot they're slotted.
Yeah. Kind of benefits you in a little bit for alignment, especially if you're going after alignment.
I'm just telling you, I think this is going to be the ugliest draft in a long time.
You think so?
Yeah, and I also I don't think Shador is going to be the first quarterback.
Brato,
teams up there.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Tennessee's going to take Travis Hunter.
You do okay in Tennessee.
They need a quarterback. I don't know I don't know how teams view Travis Hunter versus how they view a franchise quarterback.
He might be a tweener,
Well, I mean, if he's elite,
he's good at both, but is he elite at both?
I don't know. He's an elite corner.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers going to the
I think he's an elite corner. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers to the Titans, baby.
Oh Jesus.
I hope
Hunter
Rodgers.
and then they're gonna sign Drake Hill.
Close, Kenny Powers.
You know what? I hate Aaron Rodgers, but hopefully it was his last game. Actually, he had a good game. He looked like he had some fun.
That's not good for Rodgers.
That's got to be as good. That's as good as it's going to get for him.
He wants to make that playoff, baby.
They're like, oh, look at how Aaron Rodgers is moving, how well he's moving and shit. I'm like, okay, it's week 18. Let's go put it through a whole season again and see how many wins they get.
Bob Cook.
Titans are going to give him the whole
Man.
franchise.
There's not a lot of attractive places for quarterbacks, I think, this offseason.
There's really only the Giants, the Raiders,
the
Titans. That's about it, isn't it?
Giants, Raiders, Titans, Browns, maybe.
They're so locked up on that Deshaun deal.
I mean, they got to get it. They I don't know, man.
They got to get rid of him, but they're going to pay
They
him.
renegotiated with him.
I know.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabeto studios.
Aquabeto.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Lummy, I got so much love and thankfulness in my heart for the Get Fresh crew that showed up for me on Saturday. I had such a major fence project as I'm getting ready for my big February Nationals. And, of course, Austin Wolf.
He was at the Bucs game, too.
Yeah, boy, he's quite the mover and shaker.
Yeah, he snuck into the parking lot on his little Harley or motorcycle thing he has.
He parked here at the studios and then drove his little mini bike over there.
And snuck through parking.
They don't charge you when you're on a mini
Oh,
bike?
you're supposed to be charged.
but he somehow neeked in.
Yeah,
and I don't know how he did it.
do that?
I don't know. I think he took all the back roads and sidewalks, Lummy, and then neeked it into I don't know how he did it. But
he said he went up to a brother that was checking the things and said, "My buddy's right there," and the guy goes, "All right," and just let him go.
So anyway, man,
My buddy's right there. That's all it took.
Yeah.
Damn. Jedi mind.
Big Buck and his son, which we now call Young Boy, because when you're on a job site, Lummy, or you're one of the wrestling guy, when you're one of the boys that set up the wrestling ring.
A young boy is an Asian whore.
Well, not.
I thought he was going to be Little Buck.
Not on the you could call him Little Buck, but he ain't Little Buck. He's Young Boy.
Okay.
He's 18 years old. He just graduated high school, and he helps Buck with all those Big Bucks. Big Buck owns a huge excavating construction, excavating company in South Carolina, and so he
Young Boy strong.
Well, Young Boy's a hell of a worker. I'll just tell you that right now. Buck points him. Kind of like Lil Red. You know how Lil Red's a good worker? He's kind of like Lil Red, but he's Young Boy. So, let me fish on the J, I think, on the PayPal. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App at the Bubba Army. Thank you.
You had your young boy Mitch out there, right?
We had Big Buck and Young Boy. I had Big Red, Bob Cook, Mitch the Mark. We had Wolf Fencing. I had
was your welder guy there?
One-Eyed Billy. Yes. Travis the welder. Oh my God, what a unbelievable welder and just craftsman he is. I had this one little fix that I thought maybe you just put a little weld on there. Man, he built this whole new penal hook hitch.
Penal.
Yeah, it's there's a type of hitch called a I think it's called a penal or a penal. It's for heavy construction, Dan. It's like it clamps down
Are
on
we talking body parts, Bubba?
No,
it sounds like a
penal hitch.
Yeah.
Let me look up penal.
This is for gearheads?
She got hit in the face
No,
with a penal hitch.
this is for heavy equipment. Usually we'll use a penal hitch. Like if you're a truck and you're pulling a trailer.
Yeah,
it's what Bill Clinton had.
A lot of times it's called a penal hitch.
Yeah.
Can you send me a picture of it, Lummy?
Yes.
So I can show the guys it, please. Again, and also I've got to thank Chad from Beard Lummy. He provided a John Deere 550, and Big Buck Lummy got that entire go-kart, big, probably, I don't know,
taken care of,
400 or 500 yards worth of material spread out, 2 grade.
Oh, nice.
Just what, God. I'm so very thankful. Are you sending? Did you see? Yeah, right
Pintle?
here. Yeah, right here.
A pintle.
Yeah.
Hey, Bubba, there's a young boy in chat. Do you think it's the real?
Yeah,
that's Big Buck's kid.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Big Buck said 10,000. He moved 10,000 yards of material with a John Deere 550, courtesy of Chad from Beard.
And that's your new RV spot?
No, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it seated and in time for the RV, but I could put 20 or 30 RVs back there. Big Buck said I need another 10,000 yards of material to be able to complete the job, successfully. He got about 3/4 of it done, but in order to get it 2 grade, I would need like another 10,000 yards of material, and I don't got it.
No.
I don't got it. So anyway, Dan, like if you're carrying real big heavy equipment, this is, instead of having like a trailer ball, you have what they call a penal hitch or a pintle. Pintle. Yeah. Well,
It's just stronger.
So I have a sheep's foot, and usually, Lummy, these hook onto big. The other side is not like a trailer receiver. It's just a big O.
It's like a loop.
Like a big loop.
Oh, okay.
And that loop on my sheep's foot had broken its weld, and I've been rolling around there for 10 years with a broken weld, just knowing that one of these days it was going to fail, but never having a really, really, really kick-ass welder in my back pocket like I knew Travis. So Travis showed up and fixed my sheep's foot hoop, so to speak. So thank you so much again, Travis, Big Buck, Young Boy, Bob Cook, Mitch DeMark, Weed Whipper Greg, One-Eyed Billy, Austin from Wolf Fencing, Big Red, and then Lummy, of course, Drunk Dave was there.
Oh,
but
nice.
Drunk Dave supposedly fell off the Moffett and broke a rib.
Oh no!
That's what came back to me, and he was bitching and moaning and said he couldn't. So One-Eyed Billy supposedly cut a promo on him and told him to go back to his trailer. So then I go back, and I got this Harley rake that my boys at Sunbelt get me, and I'm Harley raking Lummy, and Dave comes up and starts crying to me, saying, "One-Eyed Billy sent me back to to my trailer because I think I broke a rib, and I can run the Moffett. I can just sit there and run the Moffett." I'm like, listen, I don't want to get involved, okay? If One-Eyed Billy sent you back to your rig, then I'm not going to override One-Eyed Billy. Drunk Dave. Everybody's got names. And what Weed Whipper Greg think about it? And Mitch DeMark and Bob Cook and Travis the Welder. So thank you so much, everybody, and let me, my fence project is, I still need Wolf Fencing to come out one more weekend.
Oh, really?
It was a 3-weekend job.
Oof.
That's crazy.
We had races until midnight on Saturday, and Lummy, I was
that late?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It just went forever and ever. We didn't get into any of and Dan, so when we came back on Thursday and Friday last week, you were, obviously not scheduled to be here, and you were doing your thing. Was your office open?
My office was open on, yes. Well, I did surgery on Thursday, and then I did a little bit of office on Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
And so
I had a long day of surgery on Thursday. I did like 8 hours of surgery.
Do you like that?
No. I didn't want to do anything for 2 weeks. I was enjoying having a light schedule. It was a pleasure. And I went to the beach. I went to Satellite Beach with the kids and the fam. I guess Monday, and we came back Wednesday evening. So
you mean you got a hotel room and everything?
Yeah, Steve's condo. Satellite.
Oh, you listen. When we're referring to Steve's condo. We don't refer it to Satellite Beach. We refer it as either Steve's condo or the family condo.
Okay.
Because going to Satellite Beach makes you sound like a tourist.
Right.
When you say, "Hey, we went to my family's condo."
Where's Satellite Beach?
It's over like
Cocoa.
Isn't it?
It's underneath Cocoa. It's right underneath Patrick's Air Force Base. It's
Is it north or south of New Smyrna?
Jesus, I don't know. I think it's south of New Smyrna.
Yeah.
It's between Cocoa Beach and Sebastian's Inlet.
I don't even know where Sebastian's Inlet is.
It's where all the sharks bite people.
How south of Daytona Beach?
Oh, a lot. It's just south of Cape Canaveral, Bubba. So you can see the rocket launches from his balcony.
So like north of Fort Lauderdale?
Way north.
It's just north of Melbourne.
Oh, okay. I know where it's at now. And is it right on the water?
Yeah.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, I went to Steve's new place, which was formerly your dad's old place.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, my God. I'd be positioning to get that crib. Man. Your crib's kind of the odd crib out now.
Yeah, especially now that it's covered in visqueen.
Don't get mad at me, Dan.
It's construction
You used
zone.
to have the baddest crib and all the Diacos.
Yeah.
You kind of got the jobber crib now.
Why are you trying to get him fired up about having
I love getting him fired up.
Jobber crib?
I'm trying to get fired up.
Your $7 million house is just jobber.
Yeah, your $7 million house. But tell me that the minute you don't walk into Steve's, it's just like you're in a Miami, it's unbelievable what he did with it.
Mm-hmm. All that money he spent on that house, I have to spend on my roof.
And nobody cares about your stupid roof.
No, it's invisible.
And nobody's going to say, "Oh, wow, look at that, however many $1 zillion roof."
Have you been to Dan's house? His roof goes off.
Yeah, man, I tell you one thing. I was at Steve's and Dan's, and I'd take Dan's roof over Steve's any day.
Yeah.
God, I gotta tell you, man.
His toilet powders your bum.
Well, I mean, I didn't get a chance to see that, but just the way they decorated it and redid it all.
Yeah. And it held up to the storms.
It did.
Yeah.
That was Daddy Joe's place?
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't obviously as contemporary then, was it?
No, Steven knocked down. He took it down to the studs. He stripped
kind of
that
like
house.
Jimmy Clevis did.
Yeah, they both overdid it. But they have beautiful results. You know, I mean,
God.
you overdo it, you may or may not get that money back. But they didn't care because they wanted that place, that location, and they just wanted to do it that way. So,
Steve will live there long enough to, that'll stay in the family.
Oh, Steve will die in that house.
That house, that house will stay in the family.
Probably.
Which houses don't make the cut to stay in the family?
I think that house stays in the
Arlene's?
family. I don't think that's going to stay in the family.
Yeah, that goes.
Although we've had that house for 45 years.
I know, but it's nothing. It's nothing. I mean, not downplaying the significance of where you grew up, but with regards to your financial holdings, it's the low man on the totem pole.
Oh yeah, the house is going bye-bye.
Right. I mean, you can use that house to pay for Steve's taxes.
Right. So, but we'll keep Jersey. We'll keep that house, I think.
All right. Jersey makes the cut. Satellite make the cut.
I hope so because I like that asset.
Right. How about
Costa Rica houses, which are Jay's Costa Rica houses,
which has nothing to do with the family. That's his.
It's zero.
Does Jay's Davis Island house make the cut?
I don't think so.
How about Bella's house?
That house is such a pearl. I don't know. It may over mine.
Yours is gone.
Yeah, I mean, once my kids are out, it's a lot of square footage.
When your kids
1.5 people.
Not that I wouldn't. I mean,
they could build a trap on Dan's property.
Hold on, dear. Who owns the Rays? What's it, Sternberg?
Yeah, Sternberg.
Dear Stu Sternberg, we have an unbelievable location for you. It's really close to McDill. It's right on the water. And if we just got to knock one house down, pay this doctor like $6.5-7 million, which would be nothing compared to what you got to pay. And we have the best place for you to put the new stadium for the Rays.
Yeah, another peninsula cul-de-sac.
You could make it so that the ball, it goes into the water. If you hit it far enough,
right?
It's
awesome.
So I mean, at the end of the day, Jay, if you could find somebody to buy your house at property value or at today's value, and both kids are gone, that's way too much house for just you and your wife.
Right.
So at that point, do you kick Bella out and
maybe take that house back?
Yes,
maybe.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that may be it.
Would you sell your house now, Dan, if someone gave you a good offer?
Yes. Answer is yes. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anybody listening?
It's going to have 7 zeros after it.
Does it really need 7 zeros?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on here.
Good. Thanks, Vash.
Bubba, I'm not good with math. I've never seen numbers that big. Is that like a 10 million or? Is
Good.
that
Thanks, Vash.
Okay.
I think Dan would sell his house.
Is that like a 7 or a 10?
Anything north of 6'8", Dan would sell.
Okay. You're probably not that far off.
I'm probably not that far off.
No.
It was a little. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Dan's house was probably 6'2", 6'3" prior to the 450 that he's had to put into it.
He's got the new custom
Right, Dan?
ceramic tile
I mean,
roof.
your house would have been cheaper 2 years ago had you not had to put 300 or 400 into it because of this storm. You can now,
Well, not now. Once everything's done.
Right.
This summer.
No, I'm not talking about now.
Yeah.
I'm talking about once all of your improvements that you have to make and from the damage of this storm, your house probably lists for 6'7", 6'8", something like that.
Yeah.
And if somebody would write you a check for that, you're like, see you later, man. We're moving across the street. Bella, go get an apartment.
Right, exactly. You and your dog.
Am I right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
None of us really talked about what we did for our holidays. And so this is really the first time we've been back since the holidays that Dan was here. And so, Dan, Christmas, what's your family tradition? See, I'll just start with mine. Christmas Eve, Lummy, we went over to Merch Crick's house, and we had like some kind of Spanish, I don't know, kind of Mexican deal.
Oh, nice.
She's Spanish.
You couldn't have been into that.
Well, it's some kind of ropa vieja. I don't know what it's.
Oh no!
It's some kind of food they eat.
Like a Feliz Navidad deal.
Well, it was me. It was only a 4-person. It was me and Merch Crick, and Boo Boo and Vicente. That's who it was.
That's nice.
But of course, Boo Boo was being Boo Boo, and he was nowhere to be found when we were supposed to be having the celebration. And he was over at his trailer playing the drums and just being Boo Boo, being a dick, being late, being narcissistic, making it all about him. So when they finally, because you know how I am, I'm Mr. If we're starting something at 11 o'clock,
you're prompt.
It starts at 11.
Is Boo Boo Erica's dad?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Boo Boo's Erica's dad, and he's like 68, 69 years old, and he's the one that goes to the bars on Friday nights and gets in fights. Or picks up chicks.
In his 60s?
He's
getting in fights?
Yes, he's getting in fights.
Really?
He's talking to crackheads that are talking him in to let him drive his car, and then they get in wrecks.
But he's picking up chicks, too?
Well, didn't I tell you about the Wawa chick that ended up being a dude?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
What a huge fail.
I don't know if Merch Crick, if I was supposed to tell that story or not.
Damn.
Can we call him and talk to him about it?
No, you can't really understand Boo Boo.
Well, I mean,
Boo Boo's got Boo Boo talk.
It's probably best for a story like this.
I think all of us, don't we have that maybe one family member that maybe is a little off and you kind of know what they're saying, but they kind of got their own little world going on? I think everybody has somebody in their family that's kind of beats to the they kind of march to the beat of their own drum.
I don't think so, Bubba. I don't know about that. I think so, man.
I actually think and here's the deal. I actually think in my world it's me. I actually think in my world that's me. Like, my family think I'm Boo Boo.
And you think every family has a you in their world?
I think every family has a Boo Boo. I think everybody.
And you're the Boo Boo of your world.
Less being late, I'm always prompt. I'm kind of probably the Boo Boo.
You're disruptive, but everyone understands you.
Well,
you're not that different.
Boo Boo's disruptive.
But Bubba does have his own talk.
Does he?
Well, I mean, I got my own, like when I
but Bubba's talking about, like, do you have a guy in your family with a brain injury that you can't really understand?
Yeah, we all have one.
See,
we all have one.
Boo Boo doesn't have a brain injury. He just lives in Boo Boo world. Like, he just does whatever he wants. He'll be late. He doesn't care. It's Boo Boo.
You had a head injury as a kid or something?
No.
He used to be a fighter, right?
Oh, he used to be a fighter.
Okay, so he does have a head injury. He's got 1,000 of them.
Probably has 1,000 head
he's
injuries.
got dementia pugilistica.
I will tell you this one story. So,
this Wawa story?
So he goes to the Wawa. That's his... He goes to the Wawa.
What a hard place to pick up chicks, I feel like it'd be, by the way.
Yeah, no kidding.
He goes to the Wawa, and he calls Erica every day. Every day. She just.
But does he need help, or is he just saying hi?
No, he's not saying hi. He needs something.
Oh, really? Like he can't find his remote?
Every day. It could literally be like, Erica answer the phone. Hello, Dad. He'd be like, I can't turn my TV on.
My God, between Boo Boo and Bubba, we got to get Erica
some help.
Yeah, we got to get
immediately.
Her 7 days at sea by herself.
She needs like 7 days of deep therapy.
Yes.
So, Boo Boo supposedly goes out to, I forget what, he goes to this place in Dade City, some little honky tonk bar, and he's he's being Boo Boo, getting in fights. So the last time, two Boo Boo situations ago, Boo Boo met this crackhead dude, and this crackhead dude wanted to go to the Wawa. So Boo Boo let the crackhead dude drive his truck.
Mistake number one.
And the crackhead dude didn't know how to drive. And the crackhead dude goes and wipes out every mailbox from Boo Boo's house.
Come on.
Yeah, hold on. Wipes
Boo
out.
Boo was in the car?
Boo Boo's in the car.
Okay.
And then Boo Boo's telling the crackhead, hey, listen, you need to listen to me and pull over and let me drive. And the crackhead, I don't know how crackheads act, but supposedly the crackhead was not having it. I'm driving your truck. And Boo Boo was like, it's my truck. I want to drive, and you've already hit 2 mailboxes, and my front end's messed up. So finally, when they get to their destination, Boo Boo gets over to the truck, and and locks the door and won't let the crackhead back in, and then leaves.
Oh no!
So goes back to his trailer, and we get a call. Merch Crick gets a call about how the front end of Boo Boo's truck is completely smashed. And the next neighbors from 4 neighbors on down, the nearest 4 neighbors to Boo Boo's house, all of their mailboxes are been mowed over, and one was like a concrete mailbox.
Oh no!
And so Merch Crick, they had to hide the truck so that the neighbors couldn't see the damage on Boo Boo's truck matched the damage on their mailboxes. So that truck's now in hiding, Lummy, in one of Merch Crick's barns.
Where did the crackhead want to go again?
I don't know. They were going to Wawa, I guess, to maybe get hot dog rollers. I don't know.
Not going to get crack or anything?
No.
Oh, okay.
Boo Boo doesn't do crack at all.
Are you sure?
No. I think maybe he smokes a little weed.
Okay.
So, so then Boo Boo's next story is he goes to the Wawa and he picks up this girl. And they go back to his apartment, and Boo Boo likes to play the drums. Even though Boo Boo can't play the drums, he thinks he can play the drums.
Wait, he sucks at it?
Yeah, he's horrible. And so he turns up the music as loud as he can and then plays the drums to it. Now, mind you, Lummy, the next house to Boo Boo's trailer is about from here to the AAA building.
Oh, God.
Or here to the Bake More Pies building.
Okay.
Like, it's literally right across the street. And Boo Boo just cranks it up and just starts playing the drums. So, and nobody can tell Boo Boo stop to play the drums. So, Boo Boo picks up this really rough crack girl.
Stanley the Sniper, $50.
I don't know if she was crack, but she picked up a girl at the Wawa, and he takes her back to the trailer. And he
play drums for her?
He plays the drums for
She
her.
brought her own drumstick?
No. She's just watching.
How does a girl just go with a guy that she meets at the gas station?
You haven't been to Dade City, man.
You haven't been, I mean, the Land O'Lakes, Dade City's Wawa's rough.
This is so depressing.
So it gets better.
Okay.
So Merch Crick gets a call at like 9:15 in the morning, and Boo Boo says, hey, he walks Erica all through what happened. I met this girl, like, I don't know, Susan, but I think Susan's a Sammy, and I'm afraid to wake her up because it's a man.
Oh.
And I don't know what to do.
Oh, Merch Crick said that she was giving him directions.
Yeah, so
to her crank.
She was trying to, tell Boo Boo nicely on how to get rid of a man that disguised himself as a woman at the Wawa the night before in front of the hot dog roller.
So what was the technique?
I guess Boo Boo
firecrackers?
No, Boo Boo left and wrote a note for her to see herself out, because he had to go to some kind of, I don't know where he said he had to go.
Did he do something with her?
No, they didn't. They didn't do anything.
They just slept together.
But Boo Boo said he was afraid to go to sleep because he had discovered that her was a him, and that him might hurt Boo Boo. So Boo Boo didn't want to go to sleep, so he sat there, wide open and wide awake until Sam woke up.
Oh man.
And Sam woke up to a note because Boo Boo was already gone. So we go Christmas Eve. We got to get together with me, Vicente, Merch Crick, who's made some kind of Spanish dish. I think she catered it in because Merch Crick can't cook. You know that. She can now listen. Merch Crick can air fry her ass off, but she can't cook.
You don't eat Espanol food, do you, Bubba?
Well, it was like
You're
this,
America first.
It was like this pulled pork with these black beans.
And rice. That's good. That's good stuff.
And rice and like some kind of empanadas. I don't know what the hell it was. I don't know what it was, but it's tradition.
It's good.
And Boo Boo's late. He's 45 minutes late, and so I have a talk with him. And see, nobody talks to Boo Boo. Everybody's afraid of Boo Boo. And I said, hey, Boo Boo, why are you always late? And he gave me some kind of excuse. I said, why don't you stop worrying about yourself and start worrying about others? And you've held us up for 45 minutes over there playing the drums. We know you've been there the entire time. Why couldn't you have been on time? And and oddly enough, he didn't say much the rest of the festivities. I think maybe I put him in his place. So listen, Boo Boo, think of others, Boo. And Lummy, I had to do the prayer. They made me do the prayer.
You're a reverend, though.
And I put that in there.
Really?
Dear Lord, thank you for this food. We've lost some very important people in our life over the past year. Let's hope that the next year's better. And let's please not always think of ourselves, but think of others. I put that part in there.
A little dig.
For the Boo Boo. And please don't pick up women that look like men or men's that look like women's at the Wawa.
Did he ever say how he may have discovered that Sam was Sammy?
I can only understand about half of Boo Boo.
Oh.
Now Erica can speak Boo Boo talk, but I can't. So then for Christmas,
her vagina smelled.
For Christmas,
I think he needs to come live with you guys, Bubba.
Absolutely not.
No, you guys need to look after him.
No, he needs to live out there in the country in Pasco County, where by the way, he only cares about one thing in life: Mama Kitty Cat. He's got a cat, and it's called Mama Kitty Cat, and that requires him to be there at his trailer. You can't spend overnights anywhere else, Lummy, because Mama Kitty Cat might run away.
Oh
no!
So Mama Kitty Cat is what keeps Boo Boo grounded. Let's hope Mama Kitty Cat outlives Boo Boo, because Mama Kitty Cat's all that Boo Boo cares about. So Lummy, then Christmas Day, we all met at Tara's. We did the gift exchange like at 1, and then we had my buddy Joe Kralis from Warsaw, who really doesn't have any fun. Well, he does have family in town, but he's going through a divorce. And then Aunt George and Uncle B, one bad dude.
Nice.
We had them over, and Tara just went. Tara had her homemade lasagna, and Tara can cook.
Oh yeah.
Merch Crick can air fry. Tara can cook. Merch Crick can warm me up some mozzarella sticks all day, man.
Nice.
Some French fries. She just can't make a cake or anything like that. So Christmas was great. I got a lot of great things. Had a great time. And then for New Year's Eve, Lummy, I was early during the day. I was at the track getting
it ready,
trying to get it ready. And then we drove home. And I watched the New Year's Dick Clark New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, and was in bed by 12:15. That's and I was thinking back in the day, back when I used to own clubs and be a little younger, man, I'd be out just till 3 or 4, a couple different chicks in the VIP room. And now look at me.
You're watching Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve.
I'm on a dirt grader during the day, hour and 15-minute drive from Ocala. At a stupid-ass apartment in the West Shore area, watching Dick Clark's New York Rockin' Eve.
What did we get for Christmas?
Oh, I got a bunch of great stuff.
Did we get the Tessie?
No.
No.
She didn't give me the Tessie, and she told me she's not giving me the Tessie because I blabbed my mouth too much about it.
Oh,
What's
no.
the Tessie?
Her Tesla?
Her Tesla. I thought she was giving it. I thought she was.
Why?
She said I blabbed about it too much.
But why is that? Why does that destroy it?
I don't know. She's got her reasoning. I can't get into it. She said, I think you kind of, I didn't say anything about the Tessie, but she goes, hey, if you're thinking about the Tesla that you've been talking about, I think you've been blabbing your mouth about it too much, and I don't want people knowing my business. Oh. And I think you need to start being quiet about what I do and how much money I do or do not make. It's not people's really business.
You put Boo Boo in your place. She put you in your place.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tara, see again. Didn't I start the conversation out by I am the family Boo Boo?
Yep.
Yeah. Tara she cut a promo on me right in front of everybody.
Woo.
And I was like, I didn't want your damn Tesla anyway. It was all big radio gimmick. I knew you weren't going to give it to me. She's like, no, you weren't, because you asked my husband about it. And she is right, I did.
He knocked you out, huh?
Let me go to words. We can go through your guys' Christmas and New Year's Eve. I'm sure Dan's is full of a lot of great stuff. Lummy, you?
Oh, yeah,
This
of
is
course.
Walker's third Christmas or second?
Third.
This is his third.
Yes.
Is he really starting to kind of now appreciate, like, when you're early on as a kid, you really don't Christmas maybe just blend into like to a birthday, but like, now Santa Claus and gifts. Like, this is when Christmas is fun, is when kids really, really appreciate, Santa Claus.
Well, the whole family came over, so he had 3 Christmases. So,
oh man,
he was in heaven.
Spoiled little brat.
Sure was. Sure is.
3 Christmases.
Yeah.
Bossing people around yesterday too, like he was a president.
Oh, he was.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
telling
He's bossing
everybody to
around.
do
No,
stuff.
he's bossing around a couple older kids.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, but he was having them do stuff for it, and they were doing it.
Yeah. When can we start teaching him how to fight?
He's ready.
Let's get him hooked up with Rob Kahn so that he's a black belt by the time he's 7.
Perfect. Let's do
That'd
it.
be badass.
Imagine, dude. He's gonna be like this 6'2", 7-year-old black belt.
Yeah. Can you imagine, man? Honest to God, if you got your kid involved with Rob Kahn like at 3 for like 3 or 4 days a week, where you really, really, really put a lot of time and effort, and your kid literally is going to be a giant because Lummy's kid's going to be a giant.
Oh yeah, Ashley's tall and he's
Ashley's
huge.
tall and she's tall, and Lummy, you're tall.
Yep.
Your whole family's tall. He's going to be a big kid.
So you want him to be a giant, not a giant pussy.
Yeah, we want him to be giant black belt.
That's right.
We need to get Sammy on the black belt too. Start having her kick some ass.
Yeah, she plays basketball, but yeah, we'll get her fighting soon enough.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Lummy, did you get Stanley the sniper?
Yes, sir. $50. Thank you, Stanley. Yeah, this is. Oh, thank you. Your stuff. In there. And is in there. All right, Chuck and Leslie. Thank you.
Chuck Leslie, how are you?
And from Sister Girl Tees.
Did they get his presents?
Yeah.
You did okay.
What days ago we're up to the jail. We'll do this now. You want me to do this stuff now on this part, Bubba? Just
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Keep the hot mic for real.
Not my kids. It's like Fort Knox.
Haas, 83. Dave Rock, 69. Thomas Gilson.
Thomas Wilson. Haddock. Oh, I love it.
to show it on. I'll have to show it when the. That's really cool. I have to show it when the video's back up. But it's a 50 caliber. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. This is from Leslie in Missouri. I love it. I'll show that in there too. Thank you very much.
What's up to everybody who's not a fuckboy and needs to be seen and heard from every day? You guys are the real MVPs.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Snow. New Jersey. Matthew Ham. 19 days to go.
What's up, Thomas? You guys want to be bad boys? You can go stand in the corner for 24 hours.
We gotta get that B-roll shit running. We've got to get that.
Is it not up there?
No, they just keep. I don't know how long I've asked for that now. And literally, you can go and get.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
The official water of the Bubba the Love Sponge Show is Aquabito. You can go to aquabito.com, and I think you can get it shipped right to your house. I think we're getting a little low.
Yes, we
I think
are.
we're down to like a half a case. I drink it exclusively. Like even when I go to my track, Merch Creek may bring. I don't like water in plastic anymore.
I don't either. It's
anymore.
gross. I never did.
And that for years has been our only option. Water on the go. But I really liked canned water. I liked the aluminum-y taste of it. So, let me see if we can get us another.
They opened up a new facility right down the street from me, so I will.
With the Aquabito?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Downtown Tampa.
Thank you, guys. Hi, who's this?
Hello, it's Mexico Mario. How you doing?
Hello, Mexico Mario.
Yeah, I'm in Mexico right now, so I didn't get deported or anything like that. I just wanted to say thank you guys for being on the show, and thank you guys.
Now, what part of Mexico are you in, and why are you there?
I have dual citizenship, so I didn't get deported. I have dual citizenship, so I got to tie up some loose ends with my father and his property.
Now, are you in a safe part of Mexico? Because Mexico has safe.
No.
No, you're
There's
not.
really no safe parts in Mexico.
No. You get it's a misnomer. No, Mexico is very safe. I'm telling you, it's completely safe. I wouldn't have dual citizenship for my son or me.
I heard you could get beheaded at Senior Frogs.
No, stop it, Seth. Stop it. No, it's not. It's not like that.
Seth wants to know the ins and outs of the donkey bar business, please.
No, we're not like that. It's nothing like that. Like I can just be honest with you. The medical and everything else in Mexico is it's super great.
I knew a girl one time that wanted to do like full veneers, and it was going to be like $30,000 in America, and she, really did a ton of research and went to, I don't know, Cozumel or what's the little peninsula that's just literally
Cozumel.
right. Okay, I went there. And there's this one particular place that is right next to this resort, and it's very, very, very safe. And I've seen the work, and she got like a full set of Hollywood, Steve Harvey, really good looking veneers for $4,700.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the way they do it. I do stem cells and on my back, and it is so much cheaper. They do everything to the nines. Dr. Dan, I'm not trying to knock you. I'm just saying.
Dan's not in the stem cell business. Dan ain't trying to sling any stem cells. Please, he's trying to put new boobs on your girl.
And you can't buy a house for 1,000 pesos in America either. So money's different there.
Dan, let me ask you a question. In the stem cell world, what is the procedure or premise of it? What do they do? Do they do like, let's say my sore shoulder or your bad shoulder? Do they inject stem cells in there first to try to go in there and fight it?
Well, stem cells are omnipotent cells, meaning they can kind of turn into anything. They can be an anti-inflammatory, and they can actually turn into tissue. It's the ultimate precursor cell. And so when you get whether it's PRP or exosomes or true stem cells from your own bone marrow, the thought is it's going to go in and cut the inflammation and repair the damaged tissue.
Now,
and it works a lot of times, but not, it can't it can't fix a torn ACL.
Is it very expensive? Is it very expensive?
It can be. It depends on how you do it. Exosomes are expensive because it's like banked stem cells, which is...
Now, can you only use your own stem cells, or can I go get some Jimmy Clevis ones?
Well, that's what the exosomes are. They're Jimmy Clevis ones.
Oh, God. Jimmy, can I have some XLs?
I don't know if they work as well as the real ones from you.
So how do they harvest them? How do they harvest your stem cells?
From you, stem cells are best harvested from your bone marrow, second best harvested from fat, and third from blood.
Oh, I got a lot of all of it.
But yeah, fat. If you take fat and spin it down, one of the layers is filled with stem cells.
I can come over to your place. You could chop off a big old hunk of fat and then spin me up some stem cells.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So, sir, are you there for family or for medical?
You said family.
No, I'm there. I'm here for family. I'm Las Vegas Mario, but I'm Mexico Mario. I just said that, but. Yeah, I'm here for family. Like, I just got to type some loose ends.
I know Las Vegas Mario, but we never knew that you had a Mexican Mario side to you, my friend. This is brand new.
My last name's Gonzalez, bro.
Doesn't matter.
There's a lot of Gonzalez's outside of Mexico.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, my bad.
You could be Belize, Guatemalan.
Bubba thought you were Jewish.
Dominican.
No, don't get me twisted. I'm Mexican. I
thought you were Ukrainian. My bad.
How tall are you?
So Las Vegas Mario, what are you doing over there? Just tying up some family loose ends?
Yeah. My grandfather died, so my dad, he moved to the U.S. and he got, he's legit and everything. Went through the judge, went through everything. His dad died, so we had to go back and tie up his loose ends with his ranch and everything like that. Mexico's a little different. It's a little weird the way they do that when somebody dies, like you just don't inherit it or you don't get to just own it. So I helped him out.
So hold on, if you own a ranch in Mexico and you die, you just don't own it. Does the state come in or
yeah.
So the country comes in and takes over?
Tries to.
Yeah, they do, and they want to take it over. So you have to have everything notarized, and it is a big shiz show. But
what if you are proactive and you have a will and you have all this drawn up where I want my ranch to go to here, I want this and that and this. Is it now? Is at that point? Is it is it legitimate, or do they still try to come in and come get it?
Yeah, no, they still try to come in and come get it. They're listen, Mexico is nice. I'm not going to dog Mexico. They are, but they are corrupt, and there is some corrupt people there. But the thing is, with Mexico, like, you have to have everything like notarized, and you got to be in person, and it's just so filthy like that. Again, love Mexico. I go for medical, go for everything else, but yeah, it's real rough.
Do you support deporting illegal aliens crossing the border illegally?
Yes.
No,
yes, sir.
Mario.
Yes, sir. I do. My dad's here legit. We all do everything correct. So,
See,
yeah,
here's the thing. Most people, like Maria Guatemala, and of course, obviously Las Vegas / Mexican Mario, all the people that you ask that question to that have done it legitimately and went through the painstaking process of getting dual citizenship or entering the country legally and getting all the right paperwork and stuff like that, they are as offended of illegal undocumented migrants as us Americans.
I think that was the miscalculation the Democrats made over the last 4 years. They thought by wide open borders they were going to increase the number of Democrats here, change the electoral map, but also that it was going to make the other Hispanic people in America happy, and it did the opposite. It pissed them off.
The legitimate ones, yes. Now, the ones that they were fleeing to that were already here illegally, that they were happy. But the legitimate tax-paying, dual citizenship Mexicans, they don't want it. You're right. They miscalculated.
Even the Mexicans don't want the Mexicans.
Right.
Yeah,
you're a bad Mexican when the Mexicans don't want you.
No, that's not true. The Mexicans leave because I don't know what they're doing, and they want to leave to go for greener pastures, but it doesn't work out like that. And again, the misnomer is like people that flee, they try to get a prosperous, they want to be better in America, but some of them that do come over are not good. And like I said, my family and my dad, he did everything the right way.
It's going to be interesting how this all shakes out January 2021 when that was it Tom Holman.
Yeah, Tom Holman.
He starts bringing big ass buses to the Cook County Jail in Chicago and says, I want to load up the 110 undocumented illegal criminal migrants that you have incarcerated at your place, and that is under federal orders. And it's going to be interesting to see how this all shakes out. Do they take you down to the border and just open the door and say, get the hell out of here?
Throw you out, yeah. Get out of here. Hey, Bubba, can I say one more thing real quick?
Yes, please.
There's just somebody on your chat that I really have to take umbrage with. That Trick Me Ashley girl, she needs to really come correct. She is so two-faced. I'm not a fan of her. She sits there. You know when you did the Bubba the Shoe thing with the kid, and some people were making fun of him and they were saying stuff about him. I don't remember, but you had the shoe, and there
the guy, and
they're making people were making fun of the kid.
Yeah, of course, of course, Bubba Army.
Big one on there.
Bubba Army.
Yeah, she was a big
Bubba
one on
Army
there.
sometimes are a bunch of dicks and very judgmental. We have to live with it daily.
No. I get that, but I'm saying she's so two-faced and she acts like she's on this. She sits in her ivory tower and it really bugs me about her. Look, listen, I see the other chat and it's cool, whatever. They make jokes, it's all good, but she's one that's just very two-faced, and it just annoys me about her.
Well, Trickney Ashley, she's very good to me. She's been very good to the show. I've not seen this side of her, but to each its own. She's not said anything offensive to me.
No, she is. She's very two-faced, and she likes to say stuff, and she likes to, then she'll
listen. Hold on. Las Vegas Mario. Everybody in chat's that way. Everybody in chat's got some kind of some kind of stone to grind.
No. Those other guys, no. Those other people that comment, they comment and they keep it. They don't backpedal. She backpedals, and she acts like she's somebody that's perfect person, and she's not. So I'm just letting you know.
None
I
of
know
us are
she's your
perfect.
guys' friend and
I like
whatever.
traffic. I like Trick Knee, Mario. If that's your feeling about her, I can't change her opinion. But she's not done anything bad by me. She's
All right,
really,
no, I'm
she's
just
really,
letting you know
really,
my-
she's really, really highly regarded in chat. And other people like her a lot,
right.
just like people like you,
Whatever.
Mario. Let's not get
nobody
Mario.
likes me, and they
Mario,
like to comment on me and all that
Mario,
stuff. What?
let's stop getting chat cancer and letting it affect you. Okay?
Oh, no. I'm not getting cancer. I'm just letting you know how somebody is fake. Like, no. I know those other people that, like, comment and do all their stuff. They do that, and it's all good. But I'm just letting you know, like, that chick is, like, super, super, like, two-faced. And
All right,
I'm not
that's
a fan
the
of her.
third time
Sorry.
you've called her two-faced. I'm not going to allow it
That's
one more
6.
time. She's a good person, and
All
you
right, all right,
and Las Vegas
Do you
Mario.
want him to keep an eye on her, Bubba?
No, I don't.
No.
I got moderators in there that keeps everybody in line, and she's
Well,
not.
Mario's on the real. I mean, he's on the ground floor. It sounds like I didn't even know about these
It's
things.
okay, Seth. He doesn't want to hear it because, I don't know. But it's all right, Seth.
I don't want to
Thank
hear
for
it.
defending
Hold on, Las Vegas Mario. I don't want to hear it because I want everybody to get along. It's best for for my business to not have this infighting. It's ridiculous.
Heather wants to know if you have Trick Knee mixed up with somebody else.
No, it's Trick Me. I know it's Trick Me. I know who she is. Like, yeah. I know, no,
All right.
no. Heather, I'm sorry. I love you, too.
It's not good for my business to have all this infighting. Okay?
All right.
If you
All
got
right.
a problem, if you
All
got a problem with Trick Knee, address it in chat. You two can go at it in chat.
What about on the show,
use-
Bubba?
I'm blocked in chat. So.
Okay. Why not on the show? Because it adds credence to the whole infighting in itself.
All right.
A girl on TV looks like a female Michael Jackson, does she not?
Yes, it does.
Trick.
Hey, Bubba, I'm
Listen,
sorry.
Mario.
I didn't mean to
I
be
don't want you mad at me. It's just not
No,
good.
I'm not
It's
mad.
not good for my mentals to have all this infighting. It's not good for me as the host
No,
to
no,
have
no.
to
You're
worry
right,
about
you're right.
to
I'm
have to
sorry.
worry
I'm
about
sorry.
that. I just
How did you get blocked, Mario?
I don't know. I think Lummy blocked me a while ago, and I don't know.
I did not block you, but thank you for blaming me.
Oh, no.
Wait,
Lummi, I
you're
don't
batting
know.
1,000 today, buddy.
it's
Trick
pissing
Knee
off
sucks.
everyone.
Lummy sucks.
It's because
I
he's
suck.
Mexican Mario. He's not Vegas Mario. He's Mexican Mario.
You're in Mexico acting like a Mexican. Stiff,
No, relax.
mean, mad at us, mad at us, red-blooded Americans like me, Lummy, and Trick Knee, red-blooded Americans. Me, Lummy, and Trick Knee, red-blooded Americans, bitch.
I have dual citizenship.
Well, we don't, and guess what? We don't want it. We don't want Trick Knee, myself, and Lummy, Wizzy, and throw every other goddamn person in there. We don't want. I don't want dual citizenship. I don't want to go to Mexico.
That's right.
Hey, Bubba, I'm going to see the lawyer today. I'm trying to get dual citizenship to be Mexican American.
Hey, Dr. Dan.
Yeah, I'm the only guy there.
Dr. Dan.
All right,
Mario, he's never coming back.
All right, Mario, I gotta go. I hope that you understand the infight. I have.
Oh, Dan, I loved you. I missed you.
I'm playing, dude. I'm
Whatever.
playing, whatever. Come on, you got to learn how to take a joke, kid. Jeez.
I will. I love you, Dan. I
Hey,
still love you.
be careful in there.
Up on me, but I love you, Dan.
Be careful.
Are you done, Mario? Wrecking the havoc that you
No.
have in my mentals, and now you got Dan. Now you got Trick Knee. I mean, you might as well loop Seth, and then
No, I'm just letting you know how fake he is, and I got to.
Okay, all right.
He's mad at Tara, too.
The longer I keep him on, the longer he's just gonna take swipes at Trick Knee.
Yeah.
So just stop it, Mario. You're great, Bubba Army.
Yeah. Have a big glass of water.
She's great, Bubba Army.
I love
Stop
Trick.
it.
I love Trick Knee, but I do love Mario's passion that. Despite a lack of examples, I do appreciate his passion that she's a bad apple.
I didn't even know he was blocked in chat.
Good, thanks, Fash.
It's all news.
Good, thanks, Fash.
Hey,
Good, thanks, Fash.
Tease. I want to say thank you to Tease.
Good,
for
thanks,
the,
Fash.
Beautiful 50 cal pen.
Oh yeah, she got all of those out. She got all of those. All of us that.
It's really cool, personalized. And Yinzer in Florida, a nice T-shirt. Life gives you lemons. I'll turn them into melons.
Good, thanks, Fash.
Do you know that? Do you know that Bubba told us when we because we all got those? Dan,
I
that
like
it was
that,
a real
sure.
bullet.
It was made from a real bullet.
Yeah, it was made
It's
from
absolutely made from a real bullet.
But he said, "Don't drop it, or it's going to detonate."
Oh, that's
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, there's some. Lummy,
Yes, Bubba.
Lummy, what business are we in?
Show business.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
a little heavier.
I still think we should try it.
Put it in my Desert Eagle.
Let me get that thing. That one I told you.
Doing it.
Take a piss.
All right, I'll handle it from here.
You handle it.
All right, I'll handle it from here. Fuck you, motherfuckers! Time's up. Just kidding. Just kidding. What's up, Grouper Lips? What the fuck? I thought Kanye and his wife were not together, but apparently he was celebrating her 30th birthday with her. Crazy. They're coming back, Timothy. We're starting today, baby. I did catch the Reddit thread about how awful the podcasts are. Those are fun. I think Mario's fine. I think, he's a little he's probably
Your hair looks good today.
Thank you.
I was trying to showcase. I was trying to showcase it. Say it.
Yeah, showcase the hair. I think Mario's, in Mexico is obviously his grandfather passing. He's trying to get the ranch because his own government's trying to steal back the ranch. It could be a little frazzled. Dual citizenship. I mean, you might not know where he is.
Let me. This is the only one we got.
No, they're working on some other stuff.
What's up, Permagrum? What's up, Paul?
Okay, let me.
I did, Dave.
I would rather not have any if they're just going to keep running the same one.
Okay.
I got some good stuff coming, Dave.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, not for Christmas per se, but I did get my pension from Cox, and
I got to text you something, let me.
Did get some money allotted for cards. Man, Xerxes can't believe fucking let Gerard Mayo go. What's up, Biggie? The victory's gonna carry me all the way to the fucking draft.
Oh, yeah, another top pick. Maybe they'll draft a quarterback this time.
The Bears? I mean, I don't know how many of these quarterbacks are going to sneak up. What is the kid for Jalen
Chicago's
McGraw?
at 10?
What's that?
Chicago's at 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaduro will still be available.
No, I don't think so. Chicago doesn't need Shador.
I know.
No, he's just messing around.
Chicago could use Travis.
They could.
Well, anybody would take Travis.
But I think Chicago should get the baddest fucking offensive lineman that's available.
We're planning on it. I've talked to the
You've had meetings?
Yeah, I've talked. Yeah.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Let me, is 813-90 Bubba, that's my phone lines. Is line 2 just going to be a continuation or a rebuttal to Las Vegas Mario's Trick Knee Ashley attack?
I don't think so, because, I mean, he seemed
I
like
hope not,
he was
because
on
I
it
don't want to
before
go
that.
there, because
Yeah.
Trick Knee's a friend of mine, formerly associated with Bubba Light. Just...
She's good though. I don't think anything would bother her, Bubba.
Good. I hope not.
I mean,
because, I just don't, I hate the unfinding. It's because it puts me in the middle and I can't win. Here's what it does. It puts me in the middle and I'm at a risk of losing 2 good listeners instead of 1.
No, that's not time. She's
and
fine.
Let me. Listeners are hard to come by.
They sure are.
Hello.
Good morning and Happy New Year's, fellas.
Scout and Big Gulp.
Yes, you guys were talking about the Tom Holman thing, and I'm not opposed to him rounding up everybody and sending them back. But the people that are in prison, I wish he'd leave them because they need to serve their punishment. If they had did something to one of my loved ones, and he went and pulled them out of jail, and then they go back to their country willy-nilly without serving, and then can just come back, which is what they do.
We don't want to pay
I'd rather
for them.
them stay locked up in like a Cook County.
Yeah, but it costs
where we know where they are.
But it costs us a lot of money to keep them locked up. 1 and 2.
Yeah, but her argument is, Bubba, that they get let out, they're free in Mexico, and then they can come back across.
I understand.
Right, and they're the first ones that are going to come back across because they're criminals. They're just going to keep repeating criminal activity.
Maybe there's
hold on,
Scout, chill out a little bit. Maybe there's a level of seriousness where, like the people that have not done really, really bad things, like murder and things like that, they're the ones to go. But the hardcore people that, need to do their time, they stay. But, the people that got picked up for a DUI or, stealing, $1,000 worth of Gucci purses in L.A., whatever, they get the hell out of here. But the hardcore ones that killed loved ones and things like that, maybe they stay.
Or linked to these criminal organizations on any level. If they're linked, to these, I don't know what these organizations' names are. I think housing them and knowing where they are is just better for us.
I think we should build a new, really maximum medieval type facility right near Texas somewhere, near the border, and we put them in there, make them do hard time. And do something like that and get them out of the Cook County Jail and some of the cush facilities that they are now. No pun intended, Seth Kushner.
Right, call it what it truly is. They're illegal immigrants, so they created it. They already are partaking in illegal activities, so let's lock them all up in one place. It works for me. This whole thing makes me nuts with this immigration nonsense and this.
Have you been fighting weather on the? Have you been fighting weather on the road?
It's been so cold. It was minus 13 the other day, and the winds, and we had snow and slush in Missouri on Saturday night into Sunday morning. Yeah, it's been awful.
Trailer ever get a little?
I'm over winter, and it's really just kind of getting going.
How many times in your 2 million mile career, or how many miles you got, has the rig almost got away from you?
Oh, it's happened. We went off the road in Lyman, Colorado. God, it's got to be maybe 20 years ago. We were on 2-lane, and conditions deteriorated much faster than we thought they were, and Big Gulp was driving, And she said, get up and buckle up because we don't use the bunk restraint. So I got up and I was in the passenger seat buckled up, and she was only doing about 15 miles an hour. And the truck broke traction, and we kind of drifted to the left, and nothing you can do about it. We drifted back to the right, and then we drifted back to the left, and we just went right off the road. And it looked like we parked in the grass because we stayed upright because we were going slow. But there's just, when you're on 2-lane, you're just praying for a parking lot or a wide spot somewhere to get off. There's nothing you can do because there's not even a shoulder.
They have to pull. Somebody had to pull you out, or you have to wait for it to defrost. Like, what happened?
Yeah, they had to call out a wrecker to come pull us and get us traction and get us back up on the road. And when you have an incident like that, they dock you a year's worth of safe driving miles.
Oh, really?
No. Yeah. So
even if like their little GPS and black box was saying that you were not exceeding the speed limit, and then indeed you had her back down to 15, which was probably 40 mile an hour slower than the actual speed limit, and you were doing everything and you could to be safe and to potentially get off onto an exit, they still, I can see where they would dock you a year if you're, still, maybe driving too fast for conditions or something like that. But I mean, if you got her knocked down to 15 and you're just trying to keep her between the lines, I would think that that's exactly what they would want you to do.
Yeah, I mean, anything they deem in that, they would have said it was poor trip planning. You should have anticipated that storm rolling in, and or you should have been even going slower. So they dock you. But if you hit a deer or
hold on, how is
hit you, then you're not docked.
I was gonna say, how can hitting a deer? How can hitting a deer be your fault? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Deers don't do well against a semi either, do they?
Deers don't do well against anything. Deers wouldn't do well against my smart car.
No, your smart car wouldn't do well against a deer. The deer beat that thing.
Yeah, I would die.
If that was the case, poor Big Gulp would have never got her 2 million mile, because I think she's got 15 deers underneath her belt at this point, because she does all the night driving, and that's when you're more apt to catch them on the highway.
Now, does it usually wreak havoc to the truck, or can a truck really take out a deer with not much damage?
Well, now they put cattle guards on the front of our truck, and we haven't hit one since we have the cattle guard. So, but we've had ones where, it's done damage to the radiator, so we had a leak. And then we've had other ones where we've been able to drive away and then just get, maintenance later as far as
and deers are really dumb. If somebody ever calls you dumber than a deer, that is dumb, because deers can literally be on the side of the road and they can see your semi. They can see it plain as day, and then they just run right out in front of it. It's almost like suicide by deer. You know what I'm saying?
It's so frustrating because most of the time they clear you. And then they get spooked halfway across the highway and try and go back, and you get them when they're going back, not even on the first pass.
So they go across the highway. They go across the highway, and they make it, and they're like, "Oh God, dang! I better go back." And then they get you. You get them on the rebound. Son of a bitches! I know a guy in Indiana that got killed by hitting a deer.
Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah, they'll roll up and come through the windshield.
Yeah, he got killed by hitting. He was like 39 years old, driving home from work at night. No alcohol, no drugs, no nothing. Was going like 65 mile an hour on a 65 mile an hour highway, and had a Honda, Accord or something like that. This is back in the early 90s, and a deer.
Something low.
And a deer. I can smell Jay's high cryot. He's high cryot, whatever. So anyway, Scout and Big Gulp, thank you.
Love you guys.
Good talking to you. Thanks.
I had a friend 2 years ago, Sturgis, hit a deer on his motorcycle. He was right behind a car.
On video.
Deer, and he had it on video. And the deer tried to split the car and the motorcycle, and he just slammed right into it.
Did he get
Punctured
hurt?
a lung. He hurt his spleen, ribs. I mean, he had all kinds of problems.
Theo Hugger, $20.
I saw this today. Is Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, is he resigning?
Yeah,
If
that's
Reuters
what
says so. It looks like it.
I mean, under
I heard he was a lame duck. I think he's like at the end of his administration anyway. I don't believe he can.
It's
run
like
again.
parliamentary voting too. It's weird. It's a different system, Bub. It's so confusing.
You mean so he's like kind of doing like
Joe Biden,
like a Joe Biden?
Yeah.
There's another guy that's in the majority that's already come down and met with Trump at Mar-a-Lago as well. So
So who's the new dude? And isn't Trudeau really hated? Everybody hates him over there. They think that he's gotten way too liberal.
Well, they don't have a First Amendment. They don't have a constitution, and he made all of that abundantly. Well, they don't have the same kind of constitutional rights that we have because they abridged all of them during COVID.
You couldn't get on like the number one FM channel in Toronto and say, man, Jack Trudeau really is an ass bucket. He sucks.
Sound Bingo gifted 20 subs.
Thank you. You can't do that?
No, you better do it from the U.S. You remember those guys that used to say, Bob and whatever?
Bob and...
That was like public radio. In order to get that type of broadcast, like what you would say, like a range for the entire country, basically, of Canada, they had to be pro-Canadian. So all of that, all those jokes, because they were pro-Canadian, it was sort of like the equal balance rule, the equal time rule we have here.
I know that in Canada, a radio station, even if it's news talk or something like that, but more importantly, music stations have to play a certain amount of Canadian-based musicians, or you are in violation of your government, issued radio station license.
Oh, so like, a little Celine Dion on, and you're good.
Bryan Adams, Rush, Celine Dion. That's what you get. So Trudeau, is he gone?
I believe so.
Good.
I know. Goodbye and good riddance.
Have you guys seen this? This is the abbreviated version. I can play the longer version, but this is one of the things that I love.
Yeah.
Hot chicks that get pulled over and then try to be real sexy or
hot chicks that'll do what it takes to be free.
Yeah.
And from Florida, too.
And this girl here, I think, is from the Sarasota, Florida Hooters.
Yep.
And she's trying to cut a sexual deal with the arresting officer. And you ever notice hot chicks, they don't think they're drunk. They don't think that they're drunk. And when you're a Hooters waitress, I'm assuming people fret over you a lot, and you're used to people kind of getting your way based on flirting.
Do they get to drink with their customers at Hooters? Do they allowed to? Because
No.
at some places you're allowed to.
No, I don't think at Hooters you can. Here's the abbreviated version, Lummy. I have the full 8-minute version.
Oh, nice.
That I wish I could play, but we have time constraints. So this is a Hooters waitress from Sarasota who offers to make out with the cop.
We're gonna make out here. Okay. We're gonna make out here.
No, we're not. Here,
turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. We're gonna make out.
Wait. Stay right there for me.
It's my bed. It's my bed.
All right.
I gotta pee, bro.
I know. I have to pee.
That's hot. Bro, I gotta pee.
Okay, do you want to try this first exercise for me?
I will do anything for you, Daddy.
Daddy, I will do anything for you, Daddy. I've got to play that again. Hold on.
That's got to be a drop.
It does.
No doubt.
It does.
Exercise for me?
I will do anything for you, Daddy. God damn.
All right.
You in that suit? I will do fucking anything for you.
Can you put your feet together?
She's a pistol.
Do you think he's very handsome, or
I don't know, but I know that he's thinking, man. I know he's thinking, man. I wish I wasn't a cop, and I didn't have a body cam, and I wish things were different. I just wish things were different.
1988 without a body cam.
Hold on.
This goes down differently.
Put my feet together.
And your hands on your side.
Whatever you say, Daddy.
Okay. Now before
I'll put my hand on my hip.
No, I was grabbing my flashlight.
Whatever you want, Daddy.
Okay.
Oh, she was imitating him grabbing his flashlight?
Before we start.
Hey, fair shot.
Are you wearing contacts right now?
Are you wearing contacts right now?
No, I'm wearing glasses.
No, I am wearing contacts.
She lifted up her Hooters sweatshirt to expose her Hooters uniform.
I tell you what, if they didn't do body cam, she'd be getting banged out.
No doubt. 1988. This is over. No ticket.
1988, man. You're dispatching your buddy and saying, man, will you cover my shift for the next 45 minutes?
You're the buddy to join you.
I'm going to be...
Hey, you see this? I am wearing contacts. Did you see this? I am wearing contacts.
Can you put your shirt down?
I am wearing contacts. I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Hold on. I want you to think for 2 seconds.
I am wearing contacts.
Sophia.
You might have glasses, but I am wearing contacts.
Hey, Sophia.
I swear to God, I'm wearing contacts.
Like 2 seconds.
Why are you such a nerd, bro?
She's like, man, I am throwing it out there. I am throwing it out there. Why are you such a nerd, bro? I'm calling you daddy.
God, I'm wearing contacts.
Like 2 seconds.
Why are you such a nerd, bro?
In all seriousness.
Bro, don't be such a fucking nerd, bro.
Oh, man.
I sent you her Instagram.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, you creep, Lummy. Let's see it.
Where's it at, Lummy?
I messaged you.
You did?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Is this the next Hawk Tui girl?
A lot of girls would be crying in this situation. What makes her so confident and flirty and not fearful that she's going to go to jail?
Oh,
Is it just the
think
alcohol?
No, I think she's so drunk that she has no idea, like the circumstances of her going to jail. Like, she doesn't have any idea. Or she thinks that her sexiness can keep her out of jail.
Yeah.
Lummy, this is her Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
Is that a
bazooka?
Is that a bazooka?
It looks like a rocket launcher.
3 of them.
All right, there we go.
Oh, she's not wearing contacts there?
No, she's not.
Or she is?
She is.
Oh, Lummy, she was actually,
Hooters,
in the calendar, in the Hooter calendar. Oh, let me see. Oh, I mean,
so she's fine.
She's
cute.
Yeah, and maybe a little airplane action there, maybe a little helicopter action.
She doesn't need a clean record for what she's going to be doing with the rest of her life.
This actually,
street cred.
This actually might help her.
I think so.
This might help her out tremendously.
Well, I mean, I know we joked about. I mean, Jay joked about her being Hawk Tua, but how is her going? I'll do anything for you, Daddy. How is that not going to be
any different?
Like, that's going to be something that I don't know if she's not going to be Hawk Tua, but that's something that's going to go a little viral.
It should. Here's the 8-minute version.
It's just as funny.
I have to pee really bad.
Okay. All right. Well, you're going to have to hang out. Unfortunately, there's no places to pee right now. Where is across the street?
Golf Gate, Tipsy Turvy.
Golf Gate?
Tipsy Turvy.
Golf Gate, Tipsy Turvy.
Nice.
Her answer.
Tipsy Turvy. Is that a bar? Excuse me, down in Golf Gate?
No!
Sorry, I'm drinking a fizzy drink.
What were you drinking?
I mean, you can see how hammered she is.
Burped like he burped though.
Wait,
like
that was
he
him
was
though,
drunk.
right?
The real one, like
Kind
I do in my house.
of unprofessional.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Fizzy drink?
Yeah.
And it's a Celsius.
Yeah.
You swear?
Pinky.
You swear?
Pinky. Here, why don't we get out of the room?
You were drinking a fizzy drink.
Come on.
Hey.
This is funny. She can't get on the same level, so she tries to say that she's trying to get on her same level because she's just watch.
Yes.
You were drinking a fizzy drink.
This is great.
Oh.
You all right?
Yes, I just want to counter you.
Counter me? Boy. I think you're trying to counter you.
Hey, you were drinking a fizzy drink. You were drinking a fizzy drink.
Aren't drunk women just almost unbelievably
unattractive?
Well, not only that, but you just can't reason with them.
No doubt, but there's also something innately unattractive about it.
But Jay, there's also something innately attractive about it as well.
Is this guy flirting? By the way,
I'm saying the whole inappropriate pinky fingers.
I'm thinking that he's not helping the situation.
He's got to go to some. He's got to go to some, seminars too.
He let her on. Poor girl.
A fizzy drink has an Celsius because I need energy.
Energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
Look, I'm interviewing you. You're not asking me questions,
Hold on.
lady.
Listen how she says energy. Energy. Listen.
You gonna try me?
A fizzy drink has an Celsius because I need energy.
Energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
Me too, bro.
Me too, bro.
Okay.
I just got off work.
Do you work at Hooters?
Yes, I do.
Okay. But then you went to Hooters and then
I went to Hooters and then I went to...
Do you work at the Hooters down in?
I do.
Okay.
Caught me, red flag.
You what?
Red flag, caught me.
Okay. Well, what's your first name?
Sophia.
Sophia. My name is Nick.
Nick, I have to pee.
And I'm going to be honest.
Nick, I have to pee.
It seems like you are under the influence of something.
Oh my god.
Now, unfortunately, in situations like this, we are going to investigate a DUI. Would you be willing to participate in the cup?
No.
You don't want to participate.
No.
No. I'm literally drinking, and I'm not going to drive.
Listen, this is so funny. So the white Jeep that we saw earlier, that's what she got out of. That's what they pulled her over in, right? They've now walked across the street. The white Jeep is still in the middle of the street where she was, what she was driving. Now she completely denies the fact that she wasn't even driving. Listen.
Not gonna drive.
But you were already driving.
I was not. No, it wasn't. No, I was not.
I mean, we stopped you in the middle of the road.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, you did not.
Look at the cars.
No, you did not.
Where do you think you are right now?
I am in Gulfgate.
No.
You didn't.
You're miles from Gulfgate.
You did not stop me in front of Gulfgate.
We did not. You were correct.
That's what I'm saying.
By the way, this is a Hooters waitress who's absolutely hammered, who's been pulled over by the Sarasota Sheriff's Department. And this is in the early stages of a DUI investigation, and this girl's cute as hell.
Would it be okay, if Lummy reached out for her to come on the show? Would you think she'd be able to?
Oh, we get Lummy reach out. Said we'd love to hear your side of the story.
That's right. Honestly, I think this cop didn't. I would be training him on a better and more appropriate way to handle a DUI stop. He's not doing it correct. And let's start with the pinky promise and talk about what I had to drink and burp in her face.
He's led her
flirt
along.
with her.
He's led her along.
It's you're supposed to start with, I'm pulling you over because of suspicion. You know what I mean? He's just now getting to it 3 minutes in.
And then kiss the cement, and then I'm gonna start tasing you, bitch. That's how it goes.
Or kiss something else. Here we go.
Not fair. You did not stop me in front of Gulfgate.
Sophia.
She's shooting him?
Yes. She has her Charlie's Angels, fake finger shoot gun out.
Buccaneers got a 15-yard penalty for that.
Yeah.
And I would like if you would participate in a couple standard field sobriety exercises to determine if you're able to drive home.
I am not going to drive home.
Okay. Well, in that case, we could at least pull your car over, but if you would be willing to participate in those exercises...
Do you want me to call AAA? I have to pee.
I know. But right now, you're not going to be able to pee. I'm
I
sorry.
have to pee.
I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to right this second.
Can I go inside? Please.
Where?
Right there, please.
This is a church. That's not open.
I don't want to pee in front of everybody.
You're not going to be able to pee right now.
I don't want to pee in front of anybody. Please.
I think this is going to make her more popular, especially with the redacted 1 minute and 25-second one that's going to be circulating all throughout TMZ. That when she says, "Call me daddy," what's up? I think that's going to blow this bitch up, in my opinion.
Yep.
I just hope Hooters doesn't fire her.
Oh,
she's gone.
Yeah, she's gone.
I don't want to pee in front of
If I'm the tilted kilt or the competition to Hooters, I'm hiring her immediately.
It's too much bad pub for Hooters. It's because it's national. It's on TMZ. I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's really good at her job.
I think we should have her on, and we should debut her OnlyFans.
Well, it depends if she got this, wasted at a Hooters before she left. That's really not a good look.
She didn't. She went to a nightclub thereafter.
But she was wearing her Hooters.
Yeah, I mean, she's representing Hooters, but she didn't.
It's 2 a.m.
She didn't get drunk at Hooters. She left her shift and then went somewhere else, and that's what they redacted the name of the place.
You're not going to be able to pee right now. There's nowhere to pee, unfortunately. Would you be willing to participate in those exercises?
No.
And why is that?
Because.
Well, if you don't participate in those exercises, I have to make my determination on driving.
Those guys, reckless driving, you're not going to arrest them.
Well, I'm dealing with you right now, unfortunately.
Really?
Yes.
All right, so now it shows from being on the street to she's now hands behind her back. And they're putting in the back of her.
What did they edit out? The makeout session?
I don't know.
Or the whole DUI test.
Battery died.
How about the whole DUI test? Did you
know.
Any test or just refuse to immediately get arrested?
I don't know. This is all we're getting.
6 months for a refusal.
I know
in
this
Florida.
is not good news, Sophia, but you are going to jail tonight for DUI, okay? Is there anybody that can come pick up your car? I'm trying to see if anybody can pick it up.
You.
I cannot. I don't want your car to get towed. I don't want you to have to pay for that. Is there anybody that can come pick up your car for you?
You.
Sophia, it's pointless money that you'll have to spend to get your car out.
Did she just say that? Okay.
Call somebody that can come pick it up. That won't be extremely far away.
You know what? I should be hanging out with better dudes.
I should be hanging out with better dudes. That's what she said.
Is it?
You know
Do you
what?
think she was hanging out with bad
I
guys
don't
that
know.
got her drunk?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
Just
it
left
is.
her there because she got annoying.
Yeah.
It looks like it's all hitting her now.
Because you know, Dan,
That's right
there's a
about
hot drunk and then there's a sloppy drunk.
Like I said, eventually it gets where you're like,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, she was probably hot drunk an hour ago.
Yeah,
Now
but
she's sloppy drunk.
Then when you and then at the sloppy drunk, that you don't want anything to do with them. You want to catch them on the upswing of the hot drunk.
They'd
You
be
want to
on the
get
way
your
home.
you want to get your business done on still the hot drunk, and then send them stepping on the sloppy drunk as long as it can't come back to you.
She does look a little like Alina Paulina Luna.
I should not be hanging out with assholes.
Phones, I agree. See what you. Is there somebody in your phone that we can call to come pick up your car?
Yeah, his name is Connor Giselle.
Is that one of the bad guys that you're hanging out with?
All right. Listen. Don't be.
I'm saying, do you trust this person with your car is what I'm trying to get at.
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, then he's going to grab your phone and we're going to see if we can call him. Is he sober?
Yes.
Okay.
Will you just
Hold on. Stay right there.
cut me off for a second?
Uh-oh. Man, I mean, she's really throwing. I mean, she. I mean,
oh my God.
Dan, you and I can never be cops.
No.
Not today.
No.
Some chick like this was throwing it out, man. I would be. Yeah.
Imagine Dan with a gold badge. Oh, a captain.
No, Dan's got everything. Dan can have anything he wants gold except for a badge.
That
That's the
would make
only
him
thing that's going to put Dan in
intolerable.
prison. Dan will make it in life with anything other than a gold badge. As soon as Dan's got a gold badge, it's over.
Afraid of my grab your dick?
No.
What did she say there?
Oh, the D word.
Hold on here.
Hold on. Stay right there.
Cut me off for a second.
Just give that a
You
smile.
afraid of my grab your dick?
No.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Connor G?
Yeah, that's him.
Can I call Connor?
Accept.
Hey, Connor.
Hey, put it on speaker.
Hold on. You're going to yell too much. Connor, this is Officer Bernier with the Sarasota Police Department. How are you
Bro, fuck you, bro.
I'm here with Sophia, and we are downtown
Give it to me.
Sarasota.
Give it to me.
And she's going to be going to jail for a
Give
DUI.
it to me. Give it
She's
to
wondering
me.
if you can come pick up her car for her.
Oh my God. Give it to me.
By the way, I had to dump out. She said the F word.
What's my badge number? 1884.
Connor! Give it to him. Connor, give it to him.
Badge number.
That's like what every millennial asks for now. I don't get it. What's your badge number? It's going to get you in trouble.
What's your badge number? Like this whole
Like
thing.
it's a whole setup here?
Yeah, like it's a big thing.
Like it's going to get the guy instantaneously fired.
What's he going to Google? 1884 badge numbers in
Yeah,
Sarasota?
exactly.
Yeah, who is this? Is this someone also downtown?
It looks like maybe they cut out.
Yeah, they cut out
the whole thing.
I'll do anything you want, Daddy.
Yep.
Okay, so
Harry.
So she's still in the back of the squad car.
I mean,
and he's
They kind of fumbled this, like Jay said. They kind of fumbled this DUI arrest, and so she may actually get out of some of
She
this.
gets a guy like Kevin Hazlett that is absolutely
not by the book.
You know, Jay. Kevin is probably one of the most recognized DUI expert
For sure.
attorneys. You get a guy that really knows his way around the DUI law. She could probably get out of this.
I'm looking at it with civil suit eyes, and I see all kinds of stuff that's just not by the book.
Not
There's a
protocol
procedure,
at all.
especially when you have someone this drunk. I mean, you're supposed to be prepared for somebody who's going to overtly try to hit on you. That's part of the job. You should be able to have tactics deployed that do not allow that to happen. He shouldn't be calling her by her first name ever.
The keys with it because we can't sit here and watch it, unfortunately.
He's getting too
do you
close
have his
to
number?
her.
Okay. Okay. Do you guys all know each other or something?
Thanks.
Okay. And do you know Sophia well? Okay. And what's your name again? Kayla. Okay. Sophia, can Kayla come grab?
She's looking pretty damn good there, isn't she?
I was gonna say,
keys and take.
does she have any girlfriends?
I don't
To
know,
call
man.
a guy that she was just at the
Phew.
bar with seems
Not the smartest move, Seth.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. Why don't you call? Let me call.
Call Sienna. Call Sienna. How about that?
Call Savannah.
Call Sienna.
Sienna.
Call Sienna.
Sienna.
she's Miss
Sienna.
March.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not doing any of that. So
Like this
I'm
whole
gonna-
part
I'm
again
gonna
is
call Evan on real
inappropriate.
quick and see if
We're
that's
going to
okay.
impound your vehicle, Miss Parker, or what? I mean, it's like, what the hell?
But they
I don't
never.
think there's anything wrong with calling her by her first name.
The waiting and trying to help her. I mean, she's clearly DUI. If you're trying to make it a clean DUI, follow your policies and procedures there, Captain Dan. That's why we're not doing DUI.
Do you know his
stuff.
policies and procedures?
I know that it involves keeping a distance and maintaining professionalism that I see lacking there.
Everyone else would be getting their phone calls and getting their cars towed, or we'd all be getting our cars towed.
Yeah, just because she's pretty, you think
Yeah.
Lummy's getting the same respect? Hey,
Wow.
hey,
You
I
think
want to
they're
make sure you know
you think
that
they're
it's
going
expensive.
through? You think they're asking
real
Lummy to?
expensive.
You think they're saying, "Hey, Lummy, give us your phone password. Who do you want us to call to come pick up your phone so that you don't have a $350 impact fee?"
Yeah.
No.
How about Seth? Can you have your wife call? I mean, they would throw your ass in jail.
Yeah,
There'd be
yeah.
nothing that would be done. They wouldn't be call you by Mr. Seth. Be Mr. Kushner. Do this or else. That's just.
Lummy, we're going to get into the Fox hairdresser.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? The Joy Taylor deal?
Yeah, Joy Taylor,
That
Jason
thing-
Taylor's sister.
That thing's.
It's Jason Taylor's sister.
Yeah.
Yes, formerly from the Dolphins.
Yeah.
This he's like one of the most
isn't-
handsome guys ever to
Isn't
play.
he a Hall of Famer too?
Yeah.
I think he's a Hall of Famer too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did they try to, did they try to pass her around the farm, so to speak, like Vince used to?
Supposedly she wanted to be at.
She wanted to be passed
Yeah,
around?
because she was trying to move up.
Somebody said that Skip Bayless offered her $1.5 million to sleep with him.
And she said no?
I'd
sleep with anybody for $1.5 million.
That's what I'm saying.
You'd sleep with Skip Bayless.
I would. Hell yeah.
I mean, he's pretty jacked right now, so.
Yes.
We'll get into that next.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Civil get you. It's the civil suit.
The civil is gonna get you. Civil's gonna get you. Civil's gonna get you.
You guys have a wonderful day.
See you, Dan.
Bye,
You
Danny.
too.
You guys.
Don't let the civil get you.
Can I show you something funny, Seth, that my wife found yesterday? Do you know that you went to high school with my wife and graduated with her at Gaither?
No.
And so she
I'm gonna play it on the air.
She wrote your yearbook picture. Hold on.
Oh shit.
It's not bad. It's like everyone's yearbook picture.
What year? We were the same year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's not. Okay. Yeah, so that's not my senior.
That's her junior year.
Junior. Okay.
Junior year, but that's she looked at her junior yearbook. Mike Genovese went to high school, I guess, up there with you guys.
Okay.
And so
Wow.
he let her know. So I had no idea.
Wow.
Sorry. Isn't that a trip?
That's
Yeah, she's a Gaither girl.
Yeah, send that to me.
Oh, I will right now.
That's
Didn't that take you back? What a trip!
It's just such a. High school was just such a non-event for me because I was just.
I
You know what? It should be for everyone.
Yeah.
I got the
People
picture.
said-
Should I play it? Can I play your high school picture?
Yeah. I don't care. Yeah. I just.
My senior year, the day we were graduating, we were at some party and we were with a bunch of kids, and one girl's like, "Can you believe it? This will be it. These are the best days of our life." And I literally, without hesitation, said, "God forbid, these are the best days of my life." Fuck. I mean, it's like, this is not. So.
I mean, times were a little simpler back then, but it definitely wasn't peak life.
No, I mean,
some people high school was peak life.
That's I feel bad for those people.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of them.
Yeah.
Not me. High school fucking blew. I'm still waiting for the best
Me
part
too.
of my life.
I barely got out of puberty in high school. What's up, Thomas Gilson? How's everybody doing? Jay Kostika, Grouper Lips, Bama Boy. Good morning to everybody. DDP for life, Big Buck. You'll be all right, CC Hall. Dan will be back tomorrow. What's up? Happy Jasper? Camper Scott? What's up, Haas? How you doing, buddy? Nick. Everyone loves the stuff. Thank you, buddy. What's up, Big Lunger? How you doing, my friend? Happy New Year to everyone. I know you're in love, CC. He's a married man. He's good to look at, though, I guess. Good morning, Bright Farm. Good morning, my evil. Herman Grom, what's up, buddy? Grouper Lips. HS Bubba Fan 69. I am wearing a civil suit right now. That's good, buddy. 843 operator, good morning. Dave Rock 69. How's everybody doing? Tim Albrecht. How's the whiz? What's up? Right back at you, Xerxes. I think, let me see, I think she is born in 81. I don't even know what year they graduated, to be honest. But I have a funny picture they're going to show.
I'm sorry, I just had a fizzy drink.
What year did you graduate?
00.
Okay. 00.
I had a Celsius. I need energy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to burp in the mic later because of that.
I mean, we're still right on the Power Pig shit.
Van Orlando, good morning.
You see?
What up?
Yeah.
DDP for life.
Yes, sir.
All right, the Jaguars fired their coach, but the Giants are bringing back their brass.
I'm a doc. I don't know what that means, CC.
The Dolphins are bringing back their coaches.
I am 88 high school. Back in the 1900s.
Just another Black Monday.
Let me send me that picture I sent you on email.
The Tim England. Good morning, guy. What's up, everybody?
Just another manic Monday. Oh.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabedo Studios.
Aquabedo.com/Bubba.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all that the Bubba Army. Lummy, what was your Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve full of?
Pretty much just the whole family coming over and me doing all the cooking.
Nice.
What?
Yeah, I cooked a ham, a prime rib, some squash thing for my mom.
What about New Year's Eve? You and old girl go out or just stay in?
We had a busy day. I went to the Michigan the Relay Quest Bowl,
Alabama and Michigan.
Yeah, I went to that. Then went to a USF basketball game, and then out for dinner. And then home by 9:00.
Jay, what was your vacation like? What was
it was kind of weird. My wife is Miss Christmas, and so we were supposed to do Christmas at our house, and we were going to have probably 25, 30 people over. And so Christmas Eve, my son says to me, "I don't want to go to church, Dad." And I'm like, "You know what I haven't wanted to do for 54 years, son? Go to church on Christmas Eve." So we're going to go, buddy. It's not a big deal.
Is that your Doug Clem way of saying get your ass ready for church?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly the way I say it. And so I said,
"See, you're nicer about it, though. You're like, son, rather than say, son, get your ass in there and get ready for church before I blast you in the face. You say, son, I haven't wanted to do this for 54 years. Put your best clothes on. We're going."
It's exactly right.
Right.
So,
how long is church on Christmas Eve?
It's usually an hour, but sometimes because there's more people, it's like rookie night. Everyone who doesn't go for the whole year goes that night, and so there's twice as many people. So maybe an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so church.
So we get there, and Danny's sitting next to Trey, and Trey wasn't feeling great already, and so he and Trey are like two 17-year-olds having so much fun. And so I literally said to Candle, if Trey wasn't having so much fun, I'd shush Dan, but they're just having a ball. So Danny and Trey laugh for an hour and 10 minutes through Mass. We go to Fort Beach. You have a nice dinner.
Now, where's Big Dan at?
Big Dan is right. No, I'm talking Big Dan. And my son are laughing like 17-year-olds.
Where's little Dan?
Right next to them, just excluded from the conversation.
Big Danny laughed his way through
Big Dan
Mass.
Big Dan turned into a 17-year-old at Mass.
Yes, he and my son literally giggled like school kids the entire Mass long. It was hilarious. And then my son still wasn't feeling good. So long story short, we wake up Christmas morning. He's got a fever, and my wife tests him. He's got the flu. So we had to cancel Christmas. I ended
for the
up
entire family.
The entire family.
The Morgans, the whole 9 yards.
Everybody. So I ended up having to go Chinese with my wife at like 7:30 on Christmas night. But it's it was fine. No one else caught it. Danny didn't catch it. Everyone else was fine. But
now, what about New Year's Eve? You're probably.
I kind of did what you did. I did the lame. I called.
I did a 4:30 dinner. I did a 4:30 Outback Willie, and then was home, and that's it.
Oh, Outback, huh?
Yeah,
That's nice.
Outback for
Splurging.
me. Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
4:30 Outback, and then home.
I've always called New Year's Eve rookie night, and that's the night again, like Christmas for church. New Year's Eve for partying. That's the night people get DUIs. That's the night people are out drinking too much, and so I really avoid New Year's Eve a lot. So I was at home with my family, chilling. I did a little Dick Clark. I was flipping into CNN, which was hilarious. How drunk Anderson Cooper got and how inappropriate they were. Hilarious. It was actually pretty funny.
Maybe one of these years, Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper will actually make out.
Well, he just kept calling him Sweetie the whole time, and they're doing shots, and at every shot you saw how much more Anderson Cooper was getting wasted.
If they needed ratings, that would get them the viral ratings effect if they made out, would it not? We all know they like each other.
Well, I think that's the thing is that they're really good friends, and whether or not they've worked out that sexual tension or not.
Why not work it out live on air?
It might have been worked out. Like I think it might have been worked out already.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
So then just home on the TV.
Yeah, I just woke up my wife and my daughter at like 5 of. We watched the ball drop, and then everyone went to bed.
Did anybody see the footage of how Dubai did it, man?
The fireworks.
Dubai and Paris. I thought Paris was awesome.
Yes, it was
Seth,
killer.
what about you? Christmas Eve? Well, Hanukkah / New Year's Eve.
I don't remember Christmas.
Well, you're not supposed to remember
Hanukkah?
Christmas. You don't celebrate Christmas.
Right, yeah. Hanukkah was splendid this year. Got my daughter everything she wanted. My parents got her a new iPad. One of her presents was we took her to a SmackDown at the Amalie. It was right in between Christmas and New Year. So
was that packed?
Yeah, it was fun to take her to her first, live wrestling event. But God, man, I was a little surprised that all the older men by themselves that walk around the championship belts and
the replica ones.
No, I mean they look Bubba. These look like they're real.
They came out of Comic-Con. These guys take it very seriously.
It looked like a cosplaying thing, and I
Right.
was like, this went from I thought like it would be. I thought there was going to be more families there because I haven't been to one in a long time. But it looks like it's more for guys that are in their late 40s, early 50s, and might not have a family.
That's what it is.
So, which was totally fine. She loved it. We had a great time. That was one of the highlights for me, was to be able to take her to that. I think I was the same age when my dad took me to my first wrestling event.
Here we go.
Right there.
There's the picture there's the picture of the day right there. Seth Kushner junior year, Gaither High School,
1999.
Seth,
I'd hit it and quit it.
You would?
Oh yeah.
Look at you.
Look at me.
Look at you.
Look at that hairline.
Junior year, buddy. Looking good.
I didn't even know what a hairline was back then. But man,
but you had one.
Like a three-head.
Shaggy DA. Now, what was Seth Kushner do? How were you rolling around during these years?
What do you mean?
Like, what were you
lonely?
What were you into? Did you have a girlfriend?
Like, were you in any clubs or anything like
Were
that?
you-
Like, my wife was ag, believe it or not, wore the stupid little vest and did ag and showed her goat at the Florida State Fair. That's what she was doing at Gaither at this time. So, and playing softball.
No.
And riding horses.
Yeah.
There was I wasn't in any clubs.
No
No
sports.
No girlfriend at all.
Sports.
No, there were no sports that were going on for me.
Were you in the computer club?
No, I didn't do Bubba. I didn't really
Good
do.
grades?
I didn't do anything.
Good grades?
No, I graduated with a 2.3
out of 4.
Passable.
Yeah, out of 4.
That would have made me so mad at your dad because I know you were a 4.0 student.
Yeah,
that would have been so fun.
It would have been.
Oh my God, I was just dropped there.
I don't remember. My parents never really got too mad at me, but maybe they were just disappointed, or I knew that I was.
Now, would you go to the football game and watch your team, or no?
No. I wasn't. I was not. There was no.
Like, you didn't go to the Gaither games on Friday with your boys?
Bubba, I didn't have.
Were you drinking beer, getting high.
I didn't have a lot of. I didn't have any. I didn't really have any friends.
Class clown, at least. I mean, because you're funny and you're
Yeah.
socially you're a social butterfly
Did
now.
you have
so.
the same kind of smart ass, shtick, so to speak?
No, I didn't have a shtick. I didn't know.
No?
I didn't know who I was. No,
I didn't. You weren't like really opinionated and.
No, I was scared. I didn't. I
think a
walked
lot
around.
of kids are at that
I
time.
didn't. I didn't have any confidence at all. Like I didn't know what was going on. I always felt like I was.
Good, thanks, Vash.
I don't need to talk about my
Good,
high
thanks,
school-
Vash.
I just wasn't. I wasn't popular. I wasn't plugged in. I didn't do a lot of stuff. So.
Boy, how you doing over there?
Good, thanks, Vash.
That wasn't established yet, was it? The boy character.
Boy, how you doing over there?
Good, thanks, Vash.
No, I was boy when I was 19. I was 17 here. So
Okay.
But he and I were just saying off air. A lot of kids.
By the way, we got this picture from Jay's wife's yearbook. Jay's wife, Candle, and Seth went to high school together and didn't know
each other.
Didn't know it.
Yeah, and Seth and I were just kind of finding it funny that those people that thought high school was everything in life, and how neither of us had that feeling in high school. We just kind of knew that was just a stepping stone to the next phase of life.
I'm still waiting for the best part of my life. I just know that I know that it wasn't high school.
You know it's coming, huh?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Why not?
Rhett, what was your Christmas New Year's deal, followed by Macho, if Macho will talk. Macho could be over at a transmitter wiring stuff up, not wanting to be on the air.
Nothing. Just spent time with family. Went to my parents' house, my girlfriend's parents' house, and then for my birthday, New Year's Eve, we stayed in and I did some steaks on the grill. They turned out really, really well.
Boom. Macho?
Lots of time in the gym. Cooked 2 huge Christmas meals. We had 2 dinners.
That's it.
All protein.
New Year's Eve?
Gym and work. Well, I mixed live on 90.1 for New Year's Eve.
Oh, you mixed?
I don't watch that stuff on the TV. It's gross.
Okay. Thanks. You know that I need you mixing for the Bubba 199 on BARP. Are you good with that?
10-4.
Okay, thanks. So, exclusive, a former Fox hairdresser alleged a network exec used his position to sexually harass women and says that she refused a $1.5 million offer from FS1 host Skip Bayless to have sex with him. I wonder if Shay would have thrown that out there, right?
Maybe he did.
In a lawsuit obtained by Fox. Is this the lawsuit right here? Like, let me. Where do I find the lawsuit?
That's right there.
Do I click on that right there? And does it show pictures of her? because she went on to be, and I think is still currently is part of some major sports talk franchises, is she not?
Yes.
And so she's filing this lawsuit while still working for Fox.
She's smart. I'm sending you her Instagram.
A former Fox A former Fox hairstylist alleges in a lawsuit that the network executive used his position to sexually harass women, as well as Skip Bayless touched her inappropriately and propositioned her for sex. What's her name?
You say Joy Taylor?
Joy Taylor?
No, this one here.
Oh, Nushin Farid?
Is this a different one?
Faraji?
It's the girl in the lawsuit. It's the girl making all of these accusations.
Yeah.
So it's not Joy Taylor.
It is Joy Taylor, but she's not the one who is suing Fox Sports.
Yeah.
Another girl who worked at Fox Sports is suing Fox Sports.
And Joy Taylor, who's a
and
listed
Joy
defendant.
Taylor and other people mentioned in the lawsuit because of the stuff that she saw happen and go on.
Yeah,
so
Joy
this-
Taylor's a defendant.
Okay.
So she's
thought
throwing every name in there.
Here's the thing why I was tripped up is I thought it was Joy Taylor that was saying all this stuff happened. And I was thinking, how could she still be working at Fox and laying this type of shrapnel down as on a lawsuit and them still having her, right?
You got to keep the defense. You got to keep a team together during the defense, don't you, Bubba?
No, yeah, Noishin, how do you say her name? Noishin Fajari?
Faraji? Yeah, I think you may be right. Faraji?
Who says that she worked at Fox Sports from 2012 until last August, made a series of allegations in the 42-page lawsuit obtained by the front office Sports, Fox Sports, FS1, FS2. Jay, you just lay them all. When you're laying civil shrapnel down, you just put everybody. You put the janitor in there if you can. Fox Sports, EV, Charlie Dixon, Bayless, FS1 host Joy Taylor, all listed as defendants in the lawsuit. In her lawsuit filed Friday in Los Angeles, Faraji alleges that Dixon, the head of content for FS1, grabbed her buttocks at a birthday party in West Hollywood. Oh. But see, how would you prove that? I mean, how would you prove that if some guy just grabbed your ass and nobody saw it and there was no emails or texts or anything or surveillance or anything like that? How do you prove that, Jay?
He said, she said.
When she replied, when she relayed the encounter to Taylor, the girl, the Fox host allegedly told her, "Get over it." The lawsuit.
So that's why she's named as a defendant in the suit, I guess.
Yeah. So that sucks. Somebody comes up to me somebody comes up to me and said, "Hey." I mean, she's not even a position of management, Joy Taylor. She's just a host. Now, I can see if she was, head of HR or somebody in an authoritarian type, position where get over it probably wouldn't be the right response. But, just being a fellow host.
Well, this lady's saying, and I just sent you a video of it on Twitter. This lady is alleging that she banged Emmanuel Acho, who's on Fox, and the FS1 vice president. That she banged them both in order to move up. So
I was wrong. Joy Taylor's Jason Taylor's daughter.
Show speak, and I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor, a woman, a black woman, daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in? So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman,
they banged,
but as an opinionist.
Yeah.
So not just
he blasted the hell out of her.
He blasted her.
Men what they
well,
think,
look at all the times he sniffs his finger in this clip.
Her own unique and distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you. And hope y'all tune in 4:30 to 6 Eastern every day starting next.
All right, so that's that. Now, is this Joy Taylor?
Yes. What I have to deal with people. I'm over here focused on the show, and just I don't know what exactly she's doing.
Listen, somebody has to look good around here, okay?
Slick, you see that shade she threw at you, bro? Because you weren't talking to me.
That was everyone.
I mean,
All right.
It's just they're just showing that there was just some flirting going on, but I think it's just that she was apparently getting all the good jobs.
Yeah.
And this girl wasn't.
Right.
And so she got her ass grabbed, so now everybody has to pay for it.
Well, I mean, I think if you weren't willing to do what...
I mean, now if they are able to show that Skip Bayless did offer her $1.5 million in some way, shape, or form, whether there's an email or a text or something like that, that could probably be problematic. The lawsuit seeks action...
class action. This is a bizarre thing.
Seeks class action. What's that mean, Jay?
That means they're trying to seek class action, meaning that there's other quote-unquote non-exempt Fox employees working in California over the past 4 years that were in a similar position. For what? Being hit on and have your butt grabbed?
So hold on.
I mean, I don't even get how you do it.
In order to do a class action, wouldn't you have had to make contact with a certain amount of people that have been through this? You just can't throw it out willy-nilly, right?
No, there has to be specific elements for a class action. It's like commonality of the claim. And so it's like, an airbag where everyone who bought a car for that same time, that's a class action. It's not that. I've never heard of anything remotely similar to a person alleging sexual misconduct and then trying to get class status from it. It's insane.
After starting work on Undisputed Morning Show starring Bayless, the suit alleges that he began giving Fahaja lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against her and pressing her against her breast. The single mom allegedly that she repeatedly told Bayless that she was not interested in him and did not date at work. She also claims that she told Bayless that she was suffering from ovarian cancer after developing issues on her left ovary in effort to halt his advances. Man, a guy's coming on creep when you got to fake an ovarian cancer gimmick to get him to stop, right? And again, this is all he said, she said. We don't know. We don't know what Skip Bayless's side of the deal is, or even if she has any evidence.
If it was the past 4 years, there should be some text because that's how people communicate. If you don't, I don't see anything about text in there.
Why are guys always pressing themselves up against women with the hug? I mean, just take the hug, man. I mean,
it's weird.
Or do like a hip side hug gimmick, like like one of these kind of.
I just don't even know. Like, okay, so
don't even hug.
She's wearing a business suit and you're wearing whatever, and I mean, are you really feeling those hoots through all that thickness? I mean,
Probably
is it
not.
really worth it to grab her and squeeze her like that?
Instead, Bayless became more aggressive over the years. According to the suit, he allegedly offered Faraja, whatever the hell her name is, $1.5 million to have sex with him. Man, he's killing it. If you can just lay out 1.5 for just a one-timer.
No kidding.
He claimed he could change her life. The suit also claims that Bayless accused Faraja of sleeping with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, if once Shannon Sharp's been there, Skip, you ain't going to be able to do nothing.
Oh, no.
You're not going to be able to hit the sides out. That's wallered out, Willie.
This was like when I worked at Cox Media, and this is everybody was banging the same person.
For real?
Oh, dude, there was like 2 groupies. Everybody.
I mean, hold
went
on,
through her.
Employees?
Yes.
I mean, there was an employee at.
Oh no, not an employee. There was a groupie, but everybody that was on the air
had banged her.
Yeah.
The suit alleges I always kept my groupies to myself.
No, they were.
It was my wife that I
probably
loaned
a good
out.
decision, Bubba. In hindsight,
well, probably not. I probably shouldn't have loaned out my wife and shared the groupies. After the suit alleges, approximately 1 week later, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Miss Farah. Well, why isn't this groupie causing some stink over there, or she still want to stay a groupie?
What you mean at the Bone?
At the Bone, yeah.
I don't know. These people are so happy to sleep with their heroes, Bubba. I mean, who hasn't wanted to get? Never mind.
Mr. Bayless made another advance. Skip, stop. You have a wife, she responded. Mr. Bayless responded, aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 or 4 wives?
Oh.
Miss Faraja responded that her father was dead and that Mr. Bayless looked taken back, and she made an excuse to leave.
Wow,
So
that's
did
Go ahead, Jay.
I was just going to say, did she report that at the time?
Right. Hold on here. During the time, Faraja allegedly made multiple complaints. Okay,
All right.
Hold on, Jay. Here's where my guy gets a little. She might have a little something here. She made several complaints with the Human Resources and Employee Relations departments. Meanwhile, the suit alleges Taylor began insulting Miss Faraja on a personal and professional level. After their friendship ended, the suit also alleges that Taylor mocked the English pronunciation of Faraja, who is of Persian descent. Now, I will tell you, all the Persians I've ever met are hot. Persians are usually
good-looking people.
They are good-looking people.
Are the Kardashians Persian?
Yes. No,
they're not?
No.
Okay.
They are
Armenian?
Yes, Armenian.
Okay.
All right, it goes on and on and on. So, I mean, like...
If that's true, Fox Sports, Fox News, they're all in some big trouble.
And not... Hey, hold on. And not criminally.
No, civilly. Lots of money.
Civilly. In 2017, Jamie Cantor, a wardrobe stylist who worked at the NFL Network for a decade, claimed in a lawsuit against the NFL-owned outlet that Warren Sapp, Donovan McNabb, Eric Davis, and others sexually harassed her. The former players listed in the lawsuit were fired from their positions at the NFL Network before a settlement was reached.
Remember they gave out like...
Again, Jay,
I know.
Again, not criminal, civil,
Nope.
and then look at that. Settlement.
Didn't they say Sapp gave out sex toys for the holidays or something?
Yeah, I think he did.
That was part of it, yeah.
In 2019, ESPN also reached a settlement with former Air personality Adriana Lawrence, who alleged she was a victim of unwanted advances from male employees. She also claimed that her male ESPN colleagues openly watched porn and kept scorecards on females targeted for sex.
How stupid are these people in this decade? I mean, really? Does this stuff still go on?
Obviously it does.
I'm blown away. How dumb are you? Gosh, bless it. These people are stupid.
I think they're so horny mixed with how rich they are and how powerful they are that it's just, I mean, if I was asking a chick to bang me and she's like, no, I don't think I'm going, well, doesn't your dad have 3 or 4 wives?
What
like
about 1.5 million though, Seth?
Like, I'm just drowned. Well, I'll take that. But I mean, you saying, well, doesn't your dad have 3 or 4 wives? Be like, oh, yeah, good point. I want to bang you. And it just seems like just such a desperate and horny thing to throw out there.
Yeah, what a horny try to, a last-ditch effort pickup line.
I sent you her picture.
Oh, this girl that's making all these allegations?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is her Instagram right here?
Yeah, but she doesn't have many personal pictures. That's her only one.
Okay. I mean, this is her only one?
Yeah,
and I can't make it bigger?
No.
Is this her?
No.
So none of these others are her?
No.
This is only her?
That's her.
The blonde?
Yep.
Hair by Noish, whatever.
Yeah.
She probably deleted a lot of her stuff.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she listened to her lawyer, she did.
When I come back, Angel Reese, she really needs to burn a timeout or hire an agent that can control her. She's looking stupid nowadays.
Is she?
Yeah, she's so insecure over the Caitlyn deal that she's not the she's not the go-to WNBA girl. She's the number 2 girl. Like, you never saw Larry and Magic fighting it out like this because Larry could care less. When Larry and Magic and Jordan and Barkley and all these guys were on the 92 Dream Team, Lummy.
Yeah.
Jordan and Magic, they loved to walk through the front door and there'd be thousands of fans. Larry would go through the back and said, I don't want to deal with any of this nonsense.
Oh, there you go.
But I guess when you're number 2, some people can handle it. Not that Larry was ever number 2 to those guys. I mean, I think everybody's number 2 to Michael Jordan.
All Larry wanted to do was beat him on the court. You know what I mean? That was the deal with him.
You don't want to sign no autographs. You want to take no pictures.
The videos of him, the YouTube compilations are incredible because all he wanted was to have the most competitive person put against him.
He went to Chuck Daly one time and said, why you got a white guy on me? I take that as an insult.
Exactly. That's the funniest. It's unbelievable. And then he schooled that guy.
We'll get into the Angel Reese stuff next. Hold on.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back after these words.
What up, Lunger?
Good morning. So did he not? I saw your text. So I couldn't tell if that meant he signed everything or if we're just waiting for him to appear, maybe. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Did he finally sign everything or no? So we need him. So we still need to ride him to get in to sign everything.
I need some more structure in my life. Wake the fuck up or go home. Fuck Jews.
Hey, Bubba, we're just gonna have a quick meeting, if that's okay with you, with Mach and Brett about that after the show.
Well, we can just make it part of the BART meeting.
Okay. He's gonna be go. I think the profile's passed. Oh, pop the Venmo cherry.
No?
No, Cash App though. Family of the Sniper. T. Lincoln. Bob Balls Rana.
I'm just repeating the stuff you guys say in chat. These aren't my thoughts. These are just what you guys say.
What's that, buddy?
What's all the stuff I came in here yelling about?
So Thomas Gilson. Back that forward, goes to profile past. Morning, Jamie. What's up, Glenn Longnecker?
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios, aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. which will get you some private videos that aren't available to others. Trying to put a few of those up a week. All at the Bubba Army. All of our social networking, for the most part, from Facebook to YouTube to Rumble to X to Twitch to Locals to X, all at the Bubba Army. I think Instagram as well. I mean, what's TikTok, our only one that we got effed up on, their underscores?
Yes, the underscore, Bubba underscore Army.
So Angel Reese, you know, I would say that everybody would probably agree. It doesn't matter what your ethnicity is. If you're just going to be intellectually honest, she's kind of the number 2 WNBA chick. Her and Caitlin Clark went at it in college, where Angel Reese won a national championship 1 year with LSU. And then did Caitlin Clark, they got beat in the finals, didn't they?
Yep.
I don't think she ever won one.
Nope.
Yeah. And so they were both, you know, I don't know. I know Caitlin Clark was number 1 drafted. I think Angel Reese was what, 10th? 8th. Went on to do, for the Chicago Fever, did well, led the league in rebounds. I think led the league in triple doubles. Really, I mean, has done well, really good. But she constantly is somewhat obsessed with living in Caitlin Clark's shadow. Everything that Caitlin Clark does organically, every deal that she gets, Angel Reese is quick to remind people, and what I feel comes across as kind of an insecure way as to how good. Don't forget about her, and don't forget about how good she is. Am I stretching, or is that pretty much everybody's kind of opinion of her?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. And in this scenario, I would say it doesn't have anything to do with Caitlin Clark.
No, this has nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. I'm talking about other things, but you're right. This has nothing to do with it.
I feel like the WNBA makes it an issue for these two ladies, and that they probably would rather not talk about it, because it seems to me that every time either one of them are in a situation where they're giving an important interview, they're asked about the other one and race. And I just feel like she's an exceptionally good player. You know, it's just, I don't understand it, to be honest.
Anyway, she says that she's so pretty and just too attractive that she's even afraid to go out and pump her own gas because people want to take pictures with her.
Isn't she like 6'6"?
6'2". I don't know what she is. But I will tell you this, man. She is attractive.
For sure.
She's very attractive. I don't know if this is what you post necessarily to prove people how hot you are.
6'3".
And she's 6'3".
Gas stations are a place where a lot of, I mean, I know it's a lot of mostly homeless guys, but, you know, guys will roll up on women mostly because there's nowhere they can go.
I mean,
for
Boo
sure.
picked up a girl at Wawa. So.
Well, Boo Boo picked up a girl that tended to end up being a man. Now, Wolf from Wolf Fencing said that Colton got a Bubba Army koozie on camera at the Bucks game.
I guess so.
Did anybody have footage of it? I mean, was it on the Jumbotron?
It's supposed it was on the Jumbotron, but
I thought Colton was in Indiana. He's back?
No, he's back. He went to the game, too.
He said, bro, Colton is hilarious. He got me 2 free Cokes and sat in the $100 section somehow, way, shape, or form. The dude is a hustler. I would love to, if anybody did. Let me know. Did you see the Bubba Army koozie on Jumbotron?
No, I didn't.
But have you heard about it?
Colton texted me and said, "Did you see me on the Jumbotron?" I said, "No," and he said, "I was on there with my Bubba Army koozie." I said, "Did you get footage?" No.
That's going to be a tough find, Bubba, because someone would have to know they were going to be on the Jumbotron to be filming it.
I wonder if the Bucks tape the Jumbotron. Like, you know, everything that, you know what, Jay, I would say for liability purposes, they probably do, just for in case of, like, you know, what if a 17-year-old girl lifted her top up and, you know, the Bucks would be able to prove that, you know, they didn't do it premeditatedly.
That's a wild scenario for why they should be recording, Bubba.
How do we get there?
No,
Does that happen at the Bucks games?
But what I'm saying,
not like some Saints fan getting knocked out rolling down the stairs.
If you're going to publicly put something up for public consumption in a stadium of 70,000 people, and something inappropriate would happen to get put up there, I would like to have record of it to be able to prove my innocence as the corporation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, like,
would you imagine that they're the whole stadium is probably cameraed up though, so that they can, if something like that did happen, Bubba, it wouldn't necessarily have to be a jumbotron deal.
But I mean, I would think that they do record, not that they allow you to request for you to get a section of it. Hey, can I get the
kiss cam from 2 games ago?
Right. Second quarter, 8 minutes in.
2 minutes.
I'm the guy that was by myself eating ice cream.
Right. But I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been on the Jumbotron that would love to have a copy of it.
Absolutely.
But you know what? And that could be a great source of income. I mean, what if they charged you $100? You know, I know in the overall scheme of things that might pay for, the chalk that's going to line the field. But I'm just saying.
Bubba goes into the marketing meeting with the Bucks. He's like, all right, guys, we're going to sell footage of the Jumbotron.
Yeah. Let me, like right now, if for $100, for $100, I could get footage of my Bubba Army Koozie being on the Jumbotron. I would in a minute. In an absolute minute.
Yeah.
Let me if you and Ashley and Little Walker were on the Jumbotron and they they kind of panned over to a family having a good time, wouldn't you want and it was on the Jumbotron, wouldn't you want a copy of that?
Yeah, that'd be
of course
awesome.
you would.
Yeah.
Not for $100, you wouldn't.
For $100, hell, please. Ashley would be selling them so quickly. It'd be pathetic.
Get it framed up.
Anyway, here's Angel Reese from the Chicago. Is it the Chicago Sky?
Yes.
Explaining, I was a little scared because people be acting crazy when I'm at a gas station. She like, oh my God. I'm like, yes.
Routine. Look, this is why I don't like going to the gas station because people always rolling up on my car. Listen, watch this.
You are so pretty in real life.
Thank you.
You are so pretty. He said that was you. I said that's not her. You're very pretty.
Thank you.
Can you get a picture?
Sure.
Oh my God, you said yes.
That's called being famous. Isn't that what they want?
That's what she wants.
Isn't that what they all want? They're doing it not just for the money. They want money and fame.
I should stage a few of these at some gas stations.
Yeah.
You Bubba the Love Sponge?
You think she's doing a staging deal?
You know what? Who's to say this couldn't be staged? Right?
But is that scary? When the woman says you're beautiful at a gas station?
Well, but I mean, this is also very narcissistic.
For sure.
That you just happen to be recording a person that's going to go ahead and put you over and tell you how beautiful. What are you, MJ? You narcissist. I mean.
By the way, she's not driving. Does she have to fill the gas tank? What's she scared of?
I don't know.
To the gas station because people always rolling up on my car. Listen.
See, this is the difference between her and Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark could get recognized at a gas station and is not going to make it an Instagram video. She's going to get recognized, sign an autograph, take a picture, get back in her car and go about her business. She's not going to make it a viral moment. Angel Reese is so insecure and all about chasing that clout that she does this sort of thing.
I like going to the gas station because people always rolling up on my car. Listen, watch this.
You are so pretty in real life.
Thank you.
You are so pretty. He said that was you. I said that's not her. You're very pretty.
Thank you.
Can you get a picture?
Sure.
Oh my God, you said yes.
Oh, I'll tell you what kind of car it is. It's a Rolls Royce. Look at the roof. See it glowing?
Yeah.
She's in a Rolls Royce with that sky in the ceiling. Look at that thing.
That was a little scary, yo. That's why I was like,
No, hold on. How was that scary? How was that scary?
Maybe because
it looks like a Rolls Royce to me.
Maybe because they honked or something when they. I don't know.
Like how can a person that does nothing but compliment you and is so sweet and so nice, how can that be scary?
That was a little scary, yo. That's why I was like, sure. Because at first, I don't know. Like when people get out the car, I'd be a little like, especially the world we living in right now.
Man, believe in yourself. I mean, man, can you drink your own Kool-Aid a little bit more?
People get
When
killed
the car I'm getting driven and it's getting gasoline, it's so intimidating when people recognize the car. I mean,
especially the world we living in right now.
And I'm a fan of hers, to be honest. I think she's a better player.
You even prettier in person. Like you pretty. You pretty. You so pretty in person. I mean, I take it. Cause see me in person. Routine.
Man, you really have some issues, hon.
You want to set that up at the gas station, pull up in your smart car?
Yeah.
Now, is it
Man.
going to be somebody saying you're so beautiful in person?
No,
or do we want a
You're
different deal?
thick. You're
No,
thick
they're
and
going to be
rugged.
like, "Oh my God, you used to drive a Benz, now you're driving a smart car. Are you Bubba the Love Sponge? Yeah, I am.
What a
my
fall
God,
from
you know,
grace.
I saw you back on the when you were on the bone, and you had a brand new S600, and now what do you got? A 2012 $4,400 smart car? Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's your 04 Crown Vic.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Jeeber. So, how much was the fart? What's up, Ellen Close? When they do that video.
That's funny to be short striker. Like, yo.
Bumpy for mayor, 73 months. Emily Gerald, what's up, 11 months. What's up? Good morning, John Costica. What's up, saying, Redneck? Morning, 843 operator. Evenly.
You know, we were talking about that case, remember last week? I think people know what bollards are now after New Orleans.
Yeah.
I literally spoke
What up,
to
Fred?
the husband on Friday, and we talked for a while. I let him know about some stuff that was going on with the case. And I said, you know, two things we talked about. We talked about the good thing and the devil, and then he's like, I got something to tell you. And he said, I think people know what bollards. And I said, that's exactly the second reason I wanted to call you. Because I think everyone knows the 7-Eleven analogy.
Yeah.
But that's, everyone's mind will be forever indelibly printed there, and you just be able to say, just think the nuance.
Yeah.
If they just simply put up a couple $100 bollards, it's all done. Nothing happens. And those little like cloth things, those yellow things, or
Yeah, the ones that bring you
did you see the guy talking about it? He said, Distressingly, all the pictures show the wheels down still. They still don't even have them up correctly. And no one else.
Where are jeans at? Over here.
All over, yes. Right there along Tampa Road, where the pedestrians are supposed to cross, because otherwise you could plow through hundreds of people.
And the opposite side, the door side.
Yep.
Both sides.
Yep.
I mean, that's not a main, but that's where you walk.
Well, Tampa Road, the one that goes through.
Tampa Bay Boulevard.
Yeah, Tampa Bay Boulevard. They got that thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's secured, and there's guys with M16 sitting on the curb.
Oh, yeah, they're waiting.
Yeah.
And it's not because of them. I mean, they've been doing that for a couple of years now.
Yeah, since 9/11. Honestly, they've been really securing it for many, many years.
Broadcasting live from the Aquabito studios. Aquabito.com/Bubba. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
We'll do today's after show uncensored. Let me, is that a podcast or is that on all platforms?
All platforms.
All platforms. There you go. So YouTube, Rumble, X, Facebook, Twitch, locals. I think that's all, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
We'll do that today about, we'll call it 10:30 to 10:40-ish, because we got a little bit of a meeting to handle. Barb, we got a Barb meeting. Jay, are you going to make it to Barb this year?
I believe so.
I think you've made it like the last.
I've made it every year except for once, I believe. It just depends. My daughter's got a volleyball tournament, and it'll be her first travel ball tournament. So if that's the situation, then I may have to go to that, of course.
Well, of course. Yeah, I mean.
But barring that, no, I'm going.
Miss that, and your wife will kill you.
Yeah.
And now she playing for Jesuit?
No, she's OTVA, which is a travel league. It's best in the state, fourth in the nation.
Wow.
I'm really proud of her.
Wow.
Yep.
A little sleeper. We haven't really talked about her much.
She's, one of the younger kids on the team, and has not stopped with the volleyball in her hand for 2 years. It's just, you can't make a kid like a sport. And so with her, she tried a lot of things, and nothing was really, tooting her horn. She was really good at tennis. She's got great hand-eye coordination. And one day she picked up the volleyball, and she just never put it down. And that's that.
Well, congratulations to Sage.
Thank you.
Lummy, this is what, a bicycle, like a view.
POV of the driver.
The New Orleans, the guy from New Orleans that mowed down 16, 17 people.
From his glasses.
Wearing those Google glasses.
Wearing those Google glasses that I had for a minute before I turned them back in.
Yes.
Because they kind of misled me that they could go live from. Now, is there any sound here? I don't think there is.
I don't think so. Not that I've seen in
I haven't seen anyone.
So this is him. Okay, Jabir recorded video from his meta glasses as he rode through the French Quarter. And obviously they're distorting everybody out. These aren't the people I think that he killed. These are just from the date. Now is this?
No, this is October 31st.
That was on Halloween.
Yeah.
All right, he went twice. I guess I read he went twice to scout out Bourbon Street. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
exactly.
And one of them was on Halloween, and then of course the fatal attack was on New Year's Eve. Correct?
Yep. New Year's morning, 3:30 a.m.
And this is just him. Driving now,
checking out the soft target, figuring out where do I put my coolers? Where am I going to try to enter the intersection?
I don't think this is Bourbon Street because
that's Canal right there where he enters. He's going to Canal. That's Canal Street, and he's going to end up going to where Bourbon Street is and figuring out exactly where he went in.
Now, do they allow traffic on Bourbon Street during the week,
yes.
And then during the weekend they e-board off like they used to here?
I don't know if it's every weekend, but definitely on big event weekends.
But normally, Bourbon Street has cars
like that. That's a normal day during a regular weekday. Yep.
So during a non-event, so to speak, Bourbon Street has cars with on the sidewalk. It looks like they only allow them to park on one side of the side. And it looks like it might be one way. Bourbon Street is one way. And this is the killer, who's now dead, kind of scoping out. He then recorded himself looking in the mirror at home. He okay.
This is him dropping the coolers. Look at this. No one thinks this is weird. That's at like 1:53 a.m. on January 1st. New
And this
Year's
is
morning.
the explosive cooler.
Yep.
That never went off, right?
Nope. And one of the coolers was taken a couple of blocks away by, they think, people who thought there were beer in it. And so they suspect they may have looked in it and then didn't say anything and left it.
Yeah, that's why they said that
They're lucky they didn't get. They're lucky they didn't get blown up as soon as they opened up the.
Did they say he messed up when he was making those? I thought I saw something this morning that said they were. I don't know.
No, what his plan was, if he didn't hit the scissor lift or whatever he hit, he was going to try to make it out of there and then detonate once his car was clear.
Okay.
But him getting hit, and obviously the cops were on him pretty quick.
So he was supposed to hit the detonation button
After he already went through the street.
Okay.
Secondary casualties.
Yep.
He didn't know that he was going to hit the scissor left and get into a cop shootout.
Correct.
This is him, and now this is a bomb that he's carrying.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's already dropped it off. He leaves the second IED inside a bucket-style cooler at Bourbon and, what is that, Torlease Streets. And he doesn't look out of he doesn't look out of norm at all.
Except everyone else around him is dancing and having fun, and he's not. He's just look at that. Go back like 10, 15 seconds and look at all the people that are blurred out around him. Look, see everyone around. Everyone's dancing. See the guy behind him in the orange pants. Everyone's grooving and stuff. He's not. And he's in like a trench coat. There's something wrong with him at that point in there. He's waving to somebody, but I never saw that before. Did you see that?
No, I don't know if he's waving to somebody or he's just trying to
make it not look like he's leaving a cooler.
And not only that, but like who's? Hold on, let me rewind this. Who's taping this?
It's the city's.
I think surveillance.
Oh, this is okay. So this is the city surveillance.
Yeah.
Maybe he's waving to the surveillance camera. I don't know.
Well, they were also saying that he was waving because if anyone was looking, hey, you just left your cooler. Like, hey, the guy got distracted. I saw
I'm just,
someone.
Yeah, no problem. Here's a cooler. Open it up. It'll blow your face off. No big deal. So then now he disappears, and again, this is all surveillance. That's more surveillance of him. That's more of like a sports style Gatorade cooler.
Yeah, that's dump on the back of the coach's head when you win the Super Bowl.
That's more like that. Where the other one was more like a carry-on kind of deal that people carry.
The wheeler with the extended handle.
Yes,
it's kind of like a roller bag.
Exactly. And then this is what's this, Lummy? This is surveillance of
him walking around.
Clean video walking down Governor and Nichols Street. He walked towards his truck to pick up a second cooler. His brown coat was recovered in the F-150 truck at the scene of the deadly terrorist attack. So they've identified that this coat was in his vehicle before they mowed him down. And that's it. Okay, hold on.
It's crazy to see footage of this guy and then the guy that killed himself in front of
Trump.
Yeah, they have footage of him like charging his cyber truck and wiping out dirt and all kinds of stuff. It's just weird to see guys do this before they go crazy.
It's like it's almost like the more ability that we have the ability to videotape yourself, or the more that these people might try to capture themselves planning or actually executing said terrorist attack. Now that we have so many different ways to tape ourselves.
What's a little scarier is that they said he traveled, Shashem Jabbar traveled to Tampa October 26th, and they don't know if he was maybe trying to scout something or maybe with somebody.
Maybe
Ebor is a very similar soft target. Yeah. Very similar.
Very much
soft.
Modeled around Bourbon Street.
Yes.
Which,
Ebor is very much like Bourbon Street.
You need to fortify that, Mayor Castor.
Footage later shows
actual
the moment
notice, seriously.
Yeah.
They really should fortify it. If they haven't before, they should really think seriously about it after this.
Did you see all the people that were declaring that they were running for mayor?
No, really?
Yeah, it's open now. Some really young, like 24-year-old, very successful African American man put his name in the hat. And there's all these kind of people that are running for mayor. And did you see where Bob Buckhorn might run for mayor again? Bob.
Really?
Bob, really?
Oh, boy.
Are you not really full of yourself and narcissistic that you got to be the mayor again?
Greco did the same thing.
Yeah, but you know what? Bob Buckhorn is no Dick Greco. Let's just be honest. This is from the Las Vegas bomber with the Tesla Cybertruck.
Yes.
Is this like a different angle or something?
I think it shows
Footage
like
later.
What now?
The inside of the car, like either where he shoots himself or the bomb going off.
Footage later shows the moment explosives were detonated, causing the truck to explode outside the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas.
If you want to know the conspiracy on this one, Bubba.
Yeah, tell me.
So, see how it zoomed in? They say, okay, do you see where the bomb goes off? Someone's moving in there. So is he really dead? So
that picture, you can see a body perfectly there. That's crazy, that shot right there.
They're like, shouldn't he be like slumped over or anything? Like if he did kill himself.
Footage later shows the moment explosives were detonated, causing the truck to explode outside the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas.
Well, he just...
Because the narrative is he killed himself.
They said it could have been pressure. They said it could have been a lot of things that when you shoot yourself in the head, you don't necessarily stop moving right away. I don't know. I've just seen a lot of things that...
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies now.
What it could be.
Everything's a conspiracy.
Of course.
Nothing is the way it really is. Really? This guy might have just really honestly wanted to...
He has a history of mental issues now.
He had PTSD. He said that he wanted people to realize, he felt guilt for the people that he killed.
He wanted to cleanse himself.
And for his brothers that had been killed. The guy was mentally, suffering.
The drones are part of
drugs
with China.
Of course.
Yeah.
That all goes hand in hand.
Go ahead, Seth.
He just said he blew himself up because he wanted to cleanse himself from everything he did.
Yep. I don't think that one needs to go much further than that.
Why don't you just go get baptized? And that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what Hogan did. Hogan baptized, and he's,
just go get baptized, and you're clean. You're clean. You're at least clean until you're not again. We'll call it 10. Let's call it 10:30, 10:40. Okay. All right. I'm gonna walk Jay out. We'll see you guys for the after show on all visual platforms at 10:40.
Thanks for letting me finish. You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian, Lummet.
It's Seth, co-host and president of podcasting.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter programming.
Rhett, the filthy ginger video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire, of Council.
Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra, of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember...
I'll repair